Yo, 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 what's up, guys? Good morning. All right. All right, to be honest, I haven't even looked at the market yet today. My kids are loud, and so I haven't even looked at the market yet. Yeah, but I will say this: the overall market is running up right now. I'll have to look at the specific catalyst for this, but glancing at it now, all I see is the market running up some, and then I'm seeing most mid and high cap stocks that are subsequently following it that up. Look at the market right here, just ripped up from 312.02. I'm assuming this is going to be trade deal news, some type of catalyst with regard to the trade deal. And so we will see. I'll have to look that up really quick just to see why. But yeah, market's ripping up. I noticed AMD, Roku, a few of these other stocks following it. So we'll see what happens here with it. We'll see what happens. But man, my green screen is messing up this morning too. Hold on, let me fix that. It just means the sunlight's coming through it. Hold on. There we go. That's better, I guess. There we go. All right, guys. So yeah, look at the market. Look at that. That's crazy. Jobs report. Okay, appreciate it. What's up, Austin? What's up, man? How you doing, bro? All right, but yeah. Today is gonna be a big profitable day swing. We'll see, man. We'll see. But yeah, look at the market. Market's up to 313. Somebody said it's a jobs report. Let me go over that really quick. All right. Let me go over. I'm gonna look at Benzinga Squawk. If you have anybody has Thinkorswim, you know they offer free Benzinga Squawk news releases. Let me find that and just look that up. Hold on. Alright, so yeah, we did get numbers in. Man, I hate pronouncing these because, to be honest, they're difficult to understand for me even, and so we'll see what happens. But hold on, let me. All right, so I'm gonna read a few of these off really quick. I'm just gonna run through some of these. First one says Saudi Arabia's output target has reportedly been reduced from 10.31 million BBT to 10.15 million BBT, according to delegates. Saudi Arabia's, yeah, we already went over that. U.S. manufacturing payroll numbers for November were 54,000 versus the expected 38,000, and so better than expected. Canadian participation rate for November was 65.6% versus the expected 65.7%, so a little bit worse than expected. U.S. average work week hours for November were 34.4 hours versus the expected 34.4 hours, so it was right where it was expected. The unemployment rate for November is 3.5% versus the expected 3.6%, so a little bit better than expected for unemployment. Let's see what else we got. We already went over the work week. The Canadian participation rate, we went over that. Canadian unemployment rate was 5.9% versus the expected 5.5%. So the Canadian unemployment rate was actually a little bit higher than they expected. The Canadian part-time employment, CHNG, I don't know what that stands for, SA, for November was 32.8 thousand versus the previous 14.3 thousand. The U.S. average earnings year over year for November were 3.1% in growth versus expected 3%, so a little bit better. U.S. government payrolls for November were 12,000 versus the previous negative 3,000, revenue of negative 7,000. The U.S. non-farm payrolls for November were 266,000 versus the expected 180K. The U.S. private payroll numbers were 254,000 versus the expected 175,000. So yeah, we did get positive numbers in. We got a lot more. I'm not going to go over those now because that's just going to be really kind of redundant, you know what I mean? And so we're just going to look at the market go up because of these payroll numbers. And hopefully we get some good movement today, even though it's a Friday. What's up, Tyrell? What's up, bro? What's up, Austin? What's up, Steve? Yeah, Austin, I'll call you after the stream, brother. I got you, man. Could it be jobs report? Yeah, that's what it was. Steve, that's what it was, man. I dip, you dip, we dip. We going old school with the 90s tee. I like it, man. I like it. Buy the dip, guys. Buy the dip always works, man. Always works. Just buy the dip, you know. Doesn't matter the stock. Doesn't matter the time. Just buy the dip, you know. It works. What's up, Z? Scylla? I'm good, man. How are you, bro? Hey, buddy. Do not come on stream. Do not come on stream. Yeah, stay right there. There you go. Alright, I love you, buddy. Alright, have a good day. Honestly, after YouTube changed their rules, not allowing kids content on their site, I have to just make sure my kids don't come on stream. Alright. Love you. Have a good day. Oh no. What have I done? What have I done? Oh wait, I think it's fine. Here, no, it's good. I got it. There we go. That's good. I'm messing up my studio over here, man. Yeah, it's good. Thank you.
Your studio.
Yeah, my studio, man.
Little part of the room, part of it's mine.
Don't hate. Don't hate. You know. Gotta tell my daughter not to hate, man. She's over here hating on my studio. I just see y'all as a bunch of haters over there, you know. Y'all just a bunch of haters. I get it, you know. It's hard not to hate. I get it. Because I'm using my daughter's coffee mug. It's the... Y'all can't see it because of the green screen. Yeah, you don't drink coffee, so you don't need it, so I'm using it. Y'all gotta go to school. I'm just gonna get mad. Y'all gotta go. Yep. That's right. Love you. Alright. Now y'all got to witness me. No, I already gave you a hug. Do not come on stream. Thank you, buddy. I love you. Here, I'll give you another hug if you want one. Come here. Alright.
Merry Christmas.
And he's gone. Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
No, thank you. Alright, love you. Go to school. Alright, sorry. Yeah, one more. Hurry up. Alright, I love you. Go to school. That's how it goes over here. Alright, now my kids are gone. I can focus on what needs to be done here. Yeah, look at the market. It's up to 313, 314. We'll see what happens here with it. Should make... Fridays are usually a little bit lower volume. There's not really that much action on Fridays usually. Volume dries down a little bit sooner, and so with that, the market's booming today. So hopefully we get some type of movement here. I can just run through the big gaps this morning. Overall, we have BIG. Big running up here, big lots. We have Domo. Domino's Pizza is what I'm assuming this is. Does anybody know what Domo is? But Domo's up. We got GCO running up some. We got DOCU. DocuSign, I think is this one. Yeah, DocuSign. Domo is Domo Incorporated. Ulta, my wife's favorite, is gapping up some. We got CLDR, Cloudera, gapping up some. We got PBYI. AOBC. I don't really like those. We have Sage. This was a mover yesterday. We have CRWD gapping up some. This one looks solid. JKS. We got Tesla making some moves this morning. CCL, BAC. And that's basically it for the gap ups. Then we got PD gap downs. We got PD YEXT. We got ZM, which is Zoom, and Zoom's actually the conferencing software that Mitch and I use for this stream specifically. We got TVIX, which is just down because the market's up. It's a volatility ETF, so if the market moves up, this thing moves down. We got SOXS, and yeah, that's about it right now. That's what I'm seeing right now. If you got anything specific you want me to look at, let me know. What's up, Carrie? Yeah, no stress, no stress. Sometimes a break is necessary, man. Sometimes a break is necessary. And, yeah, trading was one of those things. Austin's an old friend of mine, Austin Kenyon, AK, we call him. But I was telling him earlier that the mental side is really what gets you in trading. Like, the mental side is what gets you. You can learn any strategy for free. Any strategy you can learn, you can find it for free online. But the mental part of trading is the hardest part to manage, because it's very difficult for somebody to say, hey, I know I'm losing, and instead of just getting out the trade now, or no, it's very difficult for somebody to say, hey, I know I'm losing, I'm just going to exit this trade, right? It's way easier, and really it's human psychology, to go, I'm just going to hold it for a little bit longer, I'm just going to see what happens. And that's the famous last words of a trader. And so you got to just, managing your emotions is the hardest part. You know, you got to be able to accept a loss, which is probably one of the hardest parts of trading. You got to be able to accept a loss, and you got to just be able to calculate your risk and get out when you don't want to. And it's part of trading, man. It takes a long, long time to learn. Yep, 100%. Hey, I mean, I don't know if anybody watched the Discord yesterday, but I did make a little bit of money. I think I made like $200 yesterday, but after commissions, it's probably going to be a little sketch, a little break even, I think, probably. Yeah, maybe I lost money yesterday. I don't know. No, I made it. Yeah, I made money, but not much. But I did make money yesterday. I just overtraded. I found myself, I overtraded. You guys saw me on stream. I just traded too much. I did end the day up in gross profits, and I'm slowly working my way up to scaling up in profits, or in size. But yeah, this was my day yesterday. Let me find it. I mean, I got pictures of it, but this was my day yesterday. $180 basically, so not bad. I made a little bit, but not much. It was still green day though. I'll take it. Green day's good, I guess. All right, but yeah, team. Market's ripping up today. I give myself like 4 more minutes or so, and then I'll start looking up some news. We got a lot of gap ups. Honestly, I like the market so far today. We got a lot of gap ups. Dealing with that now. Yeah, man, it's tough, bro. And like I said, it's extremely difficult. And for most people, yeah, you know, Austin messaged me on Facebook, and the first thing I told him was like, hey, you'll probably lose a ton of money. Because it's absolutely true. Every trader, especially, you know, if you're first getting started, every trader's just going to lose tons. I lost thousands when I first got started. And so having the right expectations, like, look, you're going to look online, and you're going to have everybody tell you, you're going to have all these people trying to sell you a course. You're going to have all these people trying to flash Lamborghinis at you, being like, look, financial freedom, Lamborghinis, I'm in a mansion, you know what I mean? Buy my expensive trading course. Like, you're gonna get that a lot as a new trader. And like I said, I've been doing this for years. Everything's available for free online. Everything. You know, all the strategies change, by the way, but all the strategies available for free. You know, and the strategy is not the hard part to manage. The emotions are the hard part to manage in trading, and it takes a little while to condition yourself to make the right decisions, emotionally speaking. You know, and that takes a long time. I know I'm selling them most of the time, Austin. I'm selling them within like 10 minutes, bro. I'm getting in, I'm getting out. I'm what people call a scalper in trading. So I'm getting in and out very, very quickly. I'm not holding long at all. And yeah, I'm just trying to basically, like, my strategy. Let me find a good example. Here's one. Okay, so if we look at CGC yesterday morning, right, we get a stock that moves underneath the VWAP here. This VWAP, this purple line is called the VWAP. It stands for volume weighted average price. I wait for a stock to move underneath that, and then when it bounces to the VWAP, I short it most of the time. And then, you know, I short it around this area, and then I cover around the low of the day down here. So yeah, we can count how long I would be holding this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes is how long I would hold it for that trade. And I would just take advantage of this range right here. I'd get in at the top, and I'd cover at the bottom. And that's basically all. I mean, I do that with a little bit of, I do some longs as well, some long strategies where I profit from the stock going up too. See if I can find some examples. But yeah, point is, I'm a very short-term trader. I don't hold on to stocks for very long at all. Not really much of a swing trader either. Yeah, VWAP fade is what that is. Maestro, yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't know. Lately, I've been doing really well with with VWAP bounces. VWAP bounces have been really profitable lately. And like I said, I put out a video last weekend kind of breaking it down. I'll scale into it and then I'll exit it really quickly. And so that gives me a really high accuracy rate. And the only thing I really have to worry about with those type of strategies is managing my losses. Because when I do lose, like I know I lost last week a few times. When I do lose, it's usually a little bit bigger. And so I just have to be able to manage those losses well. Yeah, man. I mean, Austin, the big thing you want to understand, brother, is that it's all subjective, man. Everybody's different. Everybody has like a different personality in trading. Some people are going to be more patient and they're going to hold on to stocks and get a larger reward target. Others are going to be less patient like me and they're just going to get in and out really, really quickly. Neither of them are necessarily wrong. You know what I mean? Like if you can manage the trade well and you give yourself, the big thing you want to learn how to do, Austin, is just calculate risk reward, right? You just want to learn how to calculate your risk, which is choking. Which is if you wanna consistently give yourself more reward than your risk, right? If you're risking 10 cents a share, you want to give yourself a 20 cent per share reward target, but you also want to base it off of the chart. Let me find an example of one lately here. Hold on. And then after this, I'm gonna look up some news. It's that time. Hold on. So, and I probably have a few videos that might explain this a little bit better, but yeah. So, say I get into this stock, right, and I'm gonna buy the stock here. All right, say I want to buy the stock here. I want to profit from the stock going up, right? I want to profit from the stock going up, and so I set my reward target. A lot of the time, I'm gonna set mine at like a previous high of the day up here, so like right here. And so if I get in at 35 and I set my reward target at, let's just say 50 to make it even. My reward is 15 cents. It's from 39.35 up to 35.50. So that's my reward target, right? And so then it's like, where's my risk level? Like, where can I have a tight risk level where it's smaller than my reward target? And so you look for previous support on the chart. So in this case, we look at what, like 28 right here. So we got from 28 up to 35, which is a 7-cent risk, right? So my risk is 7 cents. If it goes 7 cents against me, I'm getting out. If I have 1,000 shares, I lose 70 bucks. 7 cents a share. But if it goes to my reward target, I'm making 15 cents a share. And so I'm making 150 bucks with 1,000 shares. And so my reward target is twice as big as my risk. And that way, even if I'm only correct 50% of the time, I'm still going to be profitable because my reward target is twice as big, right? So when I make money, I'm making $150, and when I lose money, I'm only losing $70. And so my reward target is close to it's a 2-to-1 reward to risk ratio is what that is. And if you consistently give yourself a big reward target versus a small risk, then it's just a much less risky way to trade, and it allows you to be less accurate, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm gonna look up the news really quick. But yeah, just learn to calculate your risk and reward based off of the chart. That's the best advice I can give. Yeah, team. All right, so let's look up the news. First one, I'm gonna look at BIG, Big Lots. This one's running up here. I thought this might be just from the overall market, but it doesn't look like it is. Let me see where Mitch is at. Usually Mitch is here. Let me get him in here. But yeah, after YouTube changed their rules, they have the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, so COPPA, and on December 10th, all kids channels are deleted off of YouTube, and they're going to YouTube Kids. And so I have specified that my channel is not a kids channel, and so my channel will be fine. But because of that, I'm not letting my kids on my channel either. Alright, so yeah, so like I said, Big Lots is what we're looking at this morning. Alright, and so it sounds like this is third quarter results for Big Lots. I'll go ahead and read this, and this is from Dow Jones Newswires, and it says, quote, shares of Big Lots Incorporated rose 5% in pre-market trading after the company on Friday posted third quarter profits driven by its sale of distribution center in Rancho Cucamonga, California, as well as lower losses on an adjusted basis. The Columbus, Ohio-based discount retailer posted net income of $3.25 a share compared with a loss of 16 cents a share a year ago. All right, so positive third quarter results is what BIG is gapping up like this from. You can see it closed yesterday at 1916. It's up to 2378. So honestly, a solid percentage gain. Realistically, what is that? It looks like it's about 25%. From 1916 up to 2375. So yeah, it's roughly 25% move up here from Big Lots after that positive third quarter data. So we'll watch this one. We'll see what happens. Doesn't look bad. We also have Domo here, DOMO, which is just Domo Incorporated. Alright, so this one's up after the company reported third quarter EPS and sales results. They also issued fourth quarter EPS and sales guidance that was above the analyst estimates. So positive third quarter EPS and sales results and fourth quarter guidance for DOMO. We'll see what happens with that one. Both of those are tradable for me. We also have GCO. I don't know if I like GCO though. There's no volume to accompany it. We have Ulta here, which is the makeup store. My wife drags me there at least once a month, and yeah, I just feel awkward in the store. So we're gonna look over the catalyst for it. Alright, so this one is up after the company reported better than expected third quarter EPS results. They also narrowed their fiscal year 2019 EPS guidance that was above the analyst estimates. So a lot of results coming out today. Same thing with Ulta, positive results. We have Zumiez, which is actually a skateboard shop. As a skateboarder, I've been to Zumiez. I also think that skateboarding is one of the only retail spaces that is a little bit safer from stuff like Amazon. Because I talked about it before, like when you're looking at long-term investing, right? A lot of these companies are going to become obsolete to Amazon, specifically brick and mortar retail stores. And so when you're looking at retail stores that are going to succeed long-term, you have to think about the convenience factor, right? Whenever you buy something, how inconvenient is it for you to go to the store? You know, like I know when I buy a computer specifically, I don't feel like mailing it. I want to go get that computer right then. You know, I'm going to go buy that thing right there and there. I don't want to wait 2 days to get it in the mail. And so retail stores like Best Buy, in my opinion, are stronger because of that, because they have that convenience factor. Other retail stores that aren't necessarily as bulletproof to Amazon's convenience factor, they're not going to do as well, and they're going to become more obsolete. But specifically Zumiez, skateboarders aren't going to want to order their stuff online. Most of them go there for the social experience, and so places like Zumiez are going to be around a little while at least, because again, skateboarders are not going to order their products online. They're going to go there for, number one, the social factor of going there and buying a skateboard and all that stuff, but also because they want their skateboard that day. A lot of the times, like I said, I used to skateboard. Your skateboard will break. You're not going to wait another day to go get another skateboard. You're going to go buy that thing that day. And you're going to go buy it from a retail store. And so I think Zumiez might be a little bit, isn't bad long term. We'll see. We also have CLDR gapping up some from 1001 to 1078. This one's float has to be larger, I think. Let me look at the float. Yeah, the float's 234 million. And you can kind of see it in the chart, but CLDR is up. Let me look up Zumiez news. Like I said, I'm assuming it's third quarter results, actually. All right, guys, what do y'all want to listen to? We can listen to lo-fi hip-hop. We can listen to jazz. We can listen to Christmas trap music like this. Here, we'll listen to this. All right, but yeah, Zumiez is up after the company reported stronger than expected third quarter results, and they also issued fourth quarter EPS guidance that was above the analyst estimates for Zumiez. Yeah, CLDR is the next one we're going to look at. This one is up after the company reported upbeat quarterly earnings. All right, so most of these are earnings actually today. Yeah, 100%. And yeah, man, the last computer I bought, DSP, was the last computer I bought was I bought the Lenovo Legion F545, which is like the brand new one. And it's a dope computer, don't get me wrong. Like, I love my computer. But if I could have waited and had the patience, I could have gotten a way better computer. You know what I mean? But at the same time, part of the problem was like, I was like, I'm going to go to Costco and I'm going to buy myself a laptop. And then when I went there, I was planning on getting a completely different computer. And when I went there, they had the newest, shiniest Lenovo Legion. computer. And like I said, since I work from home and my computer is like super important, I figured, look, I'll just splurge. I can write it off in taxes, and I'll just get the newest one. And so that's how they got me. But again, that's one of those things where most of the people want it now. You know, they're not gonna. Some people, it depends, right? To be honest, people that actually know about computers are gonna order them online for the most part, because they're gonna build their own computer, and so they're gonna wholesale the different parts and then put that computer together for a cheaper price. People that actually know how to build computers. But people like me that don't, I'm just gonna go to Costco and I'm just gonna buy the shiniest one, you know. and maybe that's a flaw in my mind, but I think a lot of people are like that too. Christmas Trap, hip hop, Slayer. Slayer's not royalty free, bro. You know, they may rock out, man, but if I try to use them on my stream, I'm getting a copyright strike. I'm not about that, man. And like I said, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Click the bell, turn on notifications. We go live every weekday morning for free on YouTube. If you click the bell, you'll get an alert every time we go live, which is every weekday morning. So hit that subscribe button, team, if you haven't already. We had a ton of subscribers. We grew by like 100 subscribers yesterday. So appreciate the love. Appreciate the love, team. But yeah. Honestly, I thought Best Buy would be closed down by now, to be completely honest. Who knew Best Buy would even still be around right now? I thought Amazon was going to kill them. What's up, Glenn? What's up, bro? What's up, man? Alright, but yeah, CLDR is up. I think most of this stuff is results, earnings and results. We also have DOCU, which I think is the same thing here. Yo, don't say anything. It's going to be too loud. I got to turn you down, bro. Hold on. Hey, appreciate the sub, Taylor. Welcome to the team. Appreciate it. All right, there you go. Now you can say something. What's up, Mitch? You there, bro? Do I look like a side? Yo. What's up, man?
What's up?
What's up, dude? Chillin', man. My nose is all stopped up, dude. You know the problem, though? The problem with these nose sprays, right? You get a cold, you use, like, Afrin, right? Afrin will, like, clear your nose. Well, if you use Afrin for too long, when you stop using the Afrin, your nose will, like, get super stuffy. And, like, that's what I'm in now. So I can either go use Afrin again and continue down the cycle of having my nose rebound, or I could just try to make it a day with a stuffy nose. You know, should I let the chat vote on what I should do? I remember Circuit City, man. We used to have Circuit City. It was always like a gift to go to Circuit City. My parents never brought me there. You know, they never brought me there, man. I always wanted to go. My parents were just like, no, like, get out of here. We're not going to Circuit City. It's too expensive, I bet. You know.
I'm over here like, can I go back a couple years and short it?
Right. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah. Alright. But yeah. Market's up today, man. You see the market today, bro? You see it?
Yeah, man. Lots of news. All right, so let's get through kind of what I think honestly is going to be the under focus of today. Normally, a lot of times in the focus we have earnings, ratings plays. Today is one of those days where I think it's all about the economical data.
There you go. Look, Mix fixed his charts. Look at that. Nice and big. All right, hey, I'm gonna throw you down. I'll be right back. I gotta go get some nose spray. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I tried to pull it down, make it a little
good,
bigger.
Man. It looks good, man. Here. All right, there you go. You're up. I'll be right back, team.
Here you go, team. I'll make it even a little bit bigger. All right. Okay, so today for earnings plays, guys, let's get in this. All right, so first one I want to take a look at is going to be Ulta Beauty. This one's getting up on a beat in pre-market trading after the company reported better than expected Q3 earnings per shares, and the company also narrowed its future guidance for the full year 2019. So it pushed its guidance above for the full year, and it also reported a good Q3 earnings per share. This is one that I really like because it had a big down gap in September. On September 30th, you can see this big down gap on the chart, clearly defined here. We're going to see the bottom here as over here at this 224.66 level. I also could look at this top over here and understand that this is kind of the range it's in. The top is 267.25. That's where I could see the resistance. What I really would like to see is I would like to see this 250 area hold here for a push back up. Let me annotate here. So we got this kind of move down here. We get a bounce up here. We got kind of a little bearish flag here that we just broke out of. It was setting up bearish. Now we're getting a back above. I would like to see it go towards that 250 and then get that lift back up here. This is a stock that has good earnings. We'll watch it today to see if we can get a move like that. All right, let's keep going, guys. Let's look at Zumiez. Zumiez, Z-U-M-Z. All right, this is a retailer. All right, guys, this one rose 8.8%, 33 to 33.25 in pre-market trading after the company reported stronger than expected Q3 results and issued Q4 earnings per share guidance above the analyst estimates. This one is looking like it's breaking out here, guys. On the weekly, we want to see it above this 33.50 and hold. We're right now with an ask price of 33.70. So we're going to see if this one can get some drive today, maybe get towards 35. Let's move on. I'm not really too big of a fan on those. I like these more off. I like these plays. I would like these plays more just because the way they're moving. Big lots is a big play today, guys. If you see this chart on big lots, what do you see? Immediately out the open, I can just look at the chart and see a downward trend. You see big lots has been really downward trending, and now we're getting kind of that pop up here. We had a support right underneath it near the $19.80 area, and now we popped above this level. If you look at it on a chart for the pre-market, you're going to see very bullish action. This thing is pushing up there to $24, almost a let's see, from pre-market we've already moved 24%, so a $4.67 move. I'm going to be looking for this one to pull back towards the 22.50 area and then see if it can get some drive today. All right, guys, another one. Let's run through it. We have a couple more, so it's a busy day. We got Kroger's on the downside. Kroger's is seeing more competition. That's really what you see here. It wasn't the worst earnings report, but they released Lucky's Market. Lucky's Market was their form of kind of Whole Foods. If you guys don't know, Lucky's Market is a high-end supermarket bringing organic goods. So Kroger pretty much wrote them off. They pretty much said that they don't want to continue that investment. They see it too expensive to continue. And so they're pretty much writing off Lucky. And that's why you see Kroger's down today. That's KR, Kroger's. All right, another one we can go is Zoom Videos. Hey, Zoom Videos, I have to give them a shout out because at the end of the day, this is actually a product that John and I use on a daily. You guys see us streaming, and we actually use Zoom for this. So definitely a shout out to Zoom. I believe in their product. I don't believe in their evaluation. This stock getting drilled down here, guys, trading lower on Q3 earnings. What it is here, guys, I think just the profits don't match where the stock is priced.
Zoom about to hit us with another charge after Mitch talking bad about it, man. They're about to hit us with that surcharge. We're using Zoom. You see Mitch's screen right now? It's on there because of Zoom. Like, this is a Zoom screen.
Yeah, that's why I gave him the props first. I gave him the good product first.
They're about to sabotage us, man. They're about to sabotage us, bro. They're going to go after us now. They're going to be like, oh, you're talking just like Comcast with you, Mitch. They're after us now, bro. You know?
Yo, I know. Comcast don't even talk about them.
Right, man. Yeah, don't even mention their name. All right.
The Xfinity is listening.
Mm-hmm. They always are, man.
Another one that I really like, guys, I actually really feel strongly about this stock for the long term is CrowdStrike. I know a lot of traders have seen this IPO. This is an IPO just this year. Um, one of the things I like about this stock is kind of the pricing where it's at now. It's getting, I think, near that bottom. $50 is really important for this stock. I think if it eventually holds $50 and continues to put out good earning reports like it's doing today, I think it'll start driving up and start really getting the investors in this. So what we got from CrowdStrike is they topped Wall Street estimates. They have also, it's kind of interesting. Did you hear what actually happened with CrowdStrike?
Nah, what happened?
All right, so in after hours trading, when they released their earnings report, someone made a mistake and released 38.6 million as being the top range of their sales when they actually misplaced a number. It should have been 138.6.
Wait. My bad, bro. Say that again.
All
They
right,
did what?
so it was an error in reporting.
Uh-huh.
I haven't seen this often. So the company made an error in reporting. As soon as it released the report, it had reported 38.6 million in shares of revenue, and then what it really would have been, it would have been 138 million, not
Okay.
30.
Okay, ooh, man, somebody's getting fired, bro. Somebody's getting fired, man. Honestly, at first I was like, oh, they did that on purpose, but it's like, nah, they're not gonna, like, if it was the other way, if they accidentally added another one to it, you know what I mean? Then I'd be like, they did that stuff on purpose, but they missed the one, man, so their stock tanked from that, I'm sure. Somebody's getting fired.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, so you can clearly see that from the chart. If you're looking at the chart and you're seeing this down dip and then a push back up, that's where this came from. I just thought it was really interesting. I've never seen that. But what
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
happened here is I enjoy this because the agos that trade off the news, they got so destroyed.
Yeah, man. They're jumping
They
in
got so
short. They
destroyed.
put that correction email out like, nope.
Yup, the judgment, because they don't make judgment. They don't have no subjectiveness there. Any human would have noticed, hey, this is an error. They didn't
Yeah.
lose 100 million.
Right, overnight, man. Yeah.
But the Agos just completely started washing this thing. They
Right,
got
man.
it all the way down towards $49, and out of nowhere, when it got released, it got scooped up from 49 all the way to 56.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, I want to get involved in algos. Like, I actually learned Python. Like, as a programmer, like, I know JavaScript and I know all that stuff. But I learned Python specifically so I could write algorithms for trading. But then once I kind of looked into it, I was like, I don't know, man. I like my subjectivity. Like, I like the fact that I'm biased in certain directions. And I think sometimes being able to make a subjective decision based off of the chart can be more valuable than an algorithm. It can. And so I don't know, man. I think at the same time, if I'm being objective about that, I think in 10 to 20 years there will be no more retail traders. You know, at least I think it'll almost solely be run by computers and algorithms. But we'll see, man. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, you can never really predict the future, I guess. But my bad, man. Go ahead.
I mean, when you look at it right now, we have about 80% of the volume that you see out in the market right now is usually going to be algorithmic volume.
Yeah, especially after zero commissions, man. Especially after that.
So, yeah, that was the one thing that I noticed as soon as they came out with. I really wasn't too happy about it. Some traders are happy about it, but really you gotta always remember, more orders creates liquidity. Liquidity is fine, but when we have too much liquidity, we can't get stocks to move.
Yep, exactly. There's too much. 100%. Man.
Okay, guys. All right, guys, let's move on to the ratings. Ratings, we got downgrades in Michael. Downgrading in Michael from Steven and Company. Downgrades to overweight, from overweight to equal weight, $9 to $7. This is a stock that definitely got hit, guys. If you look at Michael's, this stock is really on the downside, guys, all the way down there to $6. On the weekly chart, you can see it just straight going down. It looks really bad, at least on the weekly chart. All right, so let's keep moving on. We also got TIFF. TIFF got a downgrade. Also,
Tiffany's.
Tiffany and Company, they released earnings. From what I like about actually Tiffany and Company, we all know they got kind of that buyout investment. What I think they're going to do really well is what the buyout company wants to do. They want to bring Tiffany into more of a, instead of a fine jeweler, bring them more into a kind of everyday kind of buy, or something that kind of normal customer can go and start being a part of Tiffany and Company. I think that's probably the problem that happened with Tiffany and Company, is that it's so fine. It's such a fine jeweler that, you know, there's only a certain amount of people that can go buy jewelry at this store because it's so expensive. Now they're going to bring the price point down, make it a little bit more easier to buy. I think in the long run, this company has a good outlook. You saw 40,000 million shares. You saw 40 million shares traded on that sale in November 1st. So I think the price point you have to watch is that, to see if it holds 130. All right, guys, let's keep going. Let's go into the important part of the day. I know you're going to probably go into the overall SPY news, but before we look at the news, let's look at the economical data. Economical data coming out today, guys. USA non-farm payroll. I can tell you guys, at least this is a surprise, guys. Everyone was a little concerned here. Everyone was worried that we would get bad economical data with bad trade talks and really start knocking the market again. And what did we get, guys?
Good trade talks.
Another pull, buy the pullback moment. The famous buy the pullback mentality here, guys. So what ended up happening is we got good trade talks coming out. Supposedly they're working on the first part of the deal again. Now we get economical data to come out today. U.S. non-farm payrolls up in November, 266,000 versus 186,000 estimate. Private payrolls are up 254,000 versus the 175,000 estimate. And the unemployment rate went down a slight amount, which is a good thing, down to 3.5% versus 3.6% estimate. The number that I really like to pay attention is called the underemployment rate, not the unemployment rate. And that went down from 6.9 versus 7% last. So what I'm seeing really here is strong economical data. The uncertainty is gone for the time being, at least for the short term, like today and maybe the next week. I think uncertainty is going to kind of go away for the time being. We should get some good support. We have to pay attention to news from China, but at least for the time being, we're getting support of a possible first part of the deal being done. And with these economical data numbers, I think we should get a drive up. We did see a crash in the TLTs and a crash in gold. So that's looking good for the upside on the market. And that's it for me for news today, guys.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and look up the overall market news. But yeah, like I said, the market is just kind of ripping up right now.
I had that feeling. That's why I was trying to get through it.
Market's just ripping up to 314. It's still pushing up, testing highs here. Like I said, these are mostly from the numbers that came out today, but I'll go ahead and read the ETF preview as well. All right, so this is from MT Newswires, and it says, quote, U.S. stock futures were in positive territory ahead of the opening bell, following more reassurances that the Phase 1 trade deal between the U.S. and China will be signed soon, with media reports quoting U.S. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin as saying that negotiations for an initial trade agreement were, quote, progressing. Reuters quoted Mnuchin as saying on Thursday that talks between Washington and Beijing for an initial agreement were quote, on track, though the Trump administration does not have a deadline on when to finalize the deal. His statements followed a Bloomberg report on Wednesday quoting sources as saying that the world's two biggest economies may actually come to a trade deal before December 15th, when higher tariffs imposed by the U.S. on Chinese imports are set to become effective, lifting Hong Kong equities, end quote. And again, that is from MT Newswires. But the real reason the market's up today, this must have came out, this came out at 8:15 Eastern time, so about an hour ago actually. But yeah, the real reason the market's up is because of payroll numbers are out, and they were for the most part positive, better than expected. We do have commodities, so I'll go over and run through commodities really quick. Crude oil is down 0.5%. The U.S. oil fund is down 0.5%. Natural gas is down 0.6%. And the U.S. natural gas fund is down 0.2%. Gold is down 0.2%, which usually drops as the market goes up. Not always, but usually. And the Spider Gold Trust is up 0.1%. The silver commodity is down 0.3%. And the iShares Silver Trust is up 0.2%. And so, yeah, that's the market today, guys. Let's make some money today. It's a very, very solid liquidity Friday from what I'm seeing right now. So we actually have a decent amount of liquidity for this Friday. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, hit that subscribe button, team.
All right, guys. One of the things I want to mention, sometimes we're, even my calls are going to be off. We're never going to be always right. And I always want to also acknowledge when we are wrong. I had mentioned earlier in the weeks that I was looking for the banks to get hit. The banks being the ones that I was looking at, JPM and BAC. Yesterday, I was shorting into JPM. Actually made a decent trade in JPM. But you can see it this morning, guys, with these economical data that came out. Really what I was looking at the banks was because of the Treasury or the TLT getting kind of started getting hit and then getting pushed up, but you can see the TLTs really taking a hit today, and with that you see the JP Morgan up, huge bounce up there on the daily chart. They're making breakouts now. They looked like they were going to break down on the daily charts, but really we got to pull back towards support, and they're breaking out.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, and listen, everybody's wrong sometimes. Mitch and I are very open about not being experts. We're not experts or gurus here, but even if we were experts, I mean, sometimes you're just wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just wrong, and it is what it is. Like I said, we are very open. Like if people are going to try to copy us, that's one thing. But like I said, we're very open about not being experts or gurus. Anytime I give any type of advice, I'm always like, hey, not an investment professional, not liable. Any losses you take, do your own assessment, make your own decisions with that. And with that, sometimes I'm going to, be way wrong, and sometimes Mitch is going to be wrong too, and that it is what it is. It happens.
Yeah. No, the key is for you guys to learn and how I make assessments, and that's why I bring it up. And one of the things that I've been really trying to bring to the stream, and I hope you guys notice it, is really trying to do the back work, guys.
Yeah. Mitch has been the fundamental guy, catalyst guy for the last week. I've been enjoying it, man. Brings another little.
Been really working hard at it for you guys, and I know it matters. It's not such a thing that you need to look at it as black and white where you need financials, but I think you can always look at financials to support your trade ideas.
100%. It's never a bad thing.
Gonna help.
Yeah, for sure. And it's one of those things, like, we'll see what cannabis does. I'm still waiting for cannabis to go up. We'll see. Cannabis has been in a long-term downtrend. It's one that I've been kind of eyeing on lately. And like I said, I think legalization is inevitable to a certain extent. I think they're going to legalize eventually. Hopefully sooner than later. Because like I said, y'all don't want me to go rant about it. Last time I ranted about it, I had like some guy mad at me.
What was interesting on that case is, believe it or not, here in Colorado, of course, we have legalization.
Yeah, you're shining over there, man. You're just living the life, man.
But at 7-Eleven now, they're selling their own branded CBD.
Oh, well, no, that's like here in Texas too. I'm in Texas and we do that here. Like, you can go buy CBD at the gas station.
Yeah, but they're usually like these I'll say it, these knockoff brands where it's like not really a big known brand yet.
Right, 100%. It's sketchy. We had one that was here, and it was selling like I'll take CBD to go to sleep sometimes because I mean it's probably the best sleep aid I've ever had. It doesn't cause physical dependence. It doesn't cause any of that stuff. And but like Mitch said, you go to the gas station, you're gonna see some sketchy packages here, and even in Texas, you know what I mean. You're gonna see some sketchy stuff, and so it's like I have my brands that I buy, but I try to avoid different.
So
ones.
it was really interesting to me to really see, kind of a bigger company, a company that hasn't wanted, because I used to work for them, I know about it. They really didn't want to go in that industry. They've been fighting to get into anything that could be kind of federally deregulated or kind of hit. And so this move into actually just putting it dead center on their floor space was really interesting for me.
It's never
It
gonna
just showed-
pass, though, man. I hate to say it, but it's just not gonna pass, man.
Well,
It sucks.
Remember,
Like,
CBD, we're okay with CBD.
oh, CBD's legal everywhere now. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
For the most
and
part.
so that, I think it's just a step in the direction.
Yeah, 100%. It's a good thing, 100%. And it's like I said, I think the proponents of cannabis are going to say, why should we legalize another drug? And like I said before, it's not about legalizing another drug. It's about having an even standard of drugs that are legal. Alcohol is an objectively more harmful drug, and they sell it at gas stations. You know what I mean? It's about having an even standard, you know, and I don't think anybody can argue against that. But maybe we'll get it one day, you know, in Texas, hopefully. But yeah, frustrating.
All right. One thing that I wanted to bring up, you know, we talked about this yesterday. Let's expand a little bit more on it. Remember when we were talking about Etsy yesterday? We talked about Morgan Stanley downgrading them. I kind of did a little bit more research in it because I really wanted to understand the stock. You know, sometimes we make kind of comments and it's based more of our personal experience. And a lot of times let's do a little bit more research and kind of look deep into the company. I looked into it, and what I found was that analysts are really expecting two major headwinds that are hindering Etsy's performance. First, I think, and this one's a big one, is the new state sales tax that could increase cart abandonment and decrease conversion. Those two are really, really negative things that it could hurt. Another thing is
so they're gonna tax you more for if you fill out a cart to hold your products and then just leave it there, and then just never use it.
No, what it necessarily means is that before you weren't getting taxed, you weren't getting that sales tax, new sales tax, and so a lot of people that used to buy off of Etsy, when they go and they see now that they're getting taxed for it, they go and they just get off of their shopping cart. They'll close the website. That's what it means by cart abandonment. You put a product onto your cart, you go to pay for it, and then you look at the price and you're like, yeah, I'm not gonna take that.
I'm out, man. I'm getting out of there. I mean, like I said, I do that all the time, man. I do that all the time. It is what it is. Sometimes I'm doing it to save my spot with products. Like I got a bunch of products on Amazon right now in a cart that I haven't paid for.
Yeah, one of the biggest things, they actually watch these stats. It's one of their most important stats. Also, another big important is conversion. How much dollars is it going to cost me to convert you as a customer? And so this is one of the biggest kind of watched numbers in the industry. So another thing is that Etsy shifted its ad focus from buying product listing to kind of doing more of a seller's marketing dollar investment. So pretty much pushing more ads, kind of getting that money from the ads and looking to make money, honestly, more from the ads than their business themselves. And so I think those two things are kind of definitely causing headwinds. In addition, the analyst wrote here, and this is from Elizabeth Balboa, and that's from Morgan Stanley. Wrote, in addition, going forward, we believe the market may be underappreciating the potential headwind from sellers pulling from market spending. And I think this is important. You know, market spending usually is done when people feel confidence in the market. I think what happened here is uncertainty with trade talks and stuff like that. You could see a pullback of investment in that marketing.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I just wanted to bring up a little bit more on that. Other than that, not really seeing much today, guys. But what we need to pay attention to is how great of a push we're gonna get at the open here. A lot of stocks pushed immediately as we got that economical data. Now we need to see if there's going to be a slight pullback or if we're just going to get a sudden surge.
Yeah, if you're talking about Etsy, Austin, it's an online crafts retailer. Like I said, I bought my dad a megalodon tooth from Etsy last year for Christmas. I also bought that poster.
Rudy,
Oh,
the
this
reason
one
why
is-
the reason why we're not talking about APV, it's just too cheap, too much of a penny stock. This is what I would really call a penny stock. Anything underneath $1, and it's just not something we trade. It's not something I like to trade. It's not something I probably can't even trade. So that's the only reason we're not looking too much at APVO.
Mitch, stop talking like a billionaire, bro. What are you thinking, man? No, obviously sarcasm.
I want some money.
Yeah, right. Swing Trader says, bro, don't talk like billionaires. Mitch, stop talking like a billionaire, bro. What are you thinking, man?
Don't
Get
talk
outta
like
here.
money.
My question is, how do billionaires talk? You know,
If that's how I'm talking, then hey, I need to
Right.
talk more like that.
are you talking like Bill Gates billionaire? Or are you talking like Mark Cuban billionaire? Because they both talk way differently. You know. All right, here's
I
the
don't
bell,
know.
guys. Good luck to you.
I'd probably want to be more Mark Cuban.
Oh,
billionaire.
100%. I'm Mark Cuban all day, man. I'm owning basketball teams and stuff. That's me.
Exactly. My kind of style.
Right. Yeah. All right.
All right, guys. Gonna look for a red to green move in BIG. That's my top move, top watch of the day.
I'm watching Tiva. I'm watching DOCU. Oh, man. I don't even have my stuff ready, guys. Let me get my stuff ready up here. My bad. Let me get some of these movers here so I don't lose them, though. Domo.
Woo.
Big lots.
Yeah, Big just got scooped.
Yeah.
Man, that hit 23 and it just shot up to 23.50. That's where the resistance is, guys. I'm gonna look for a pullback underneath
here's-
23.
Here's the scanners team. The high of the day momentum scanner and all that stuff. Let me put my trading platform up here. There we go. That should be good. All right, guys. Let's do this. Like I said, I've ended green, I think, almost every day this week. No. I had a losing day. I had 2 losing days. I had 1 losing day, and then I had 1 day where I was up 50 cents in gross profit, but was losing after that. So that's true.
Wow. Big, huge rip, guys. This is what I kind of wanted to look for. Red to green move, but it held at 23. I was looking for a move to 22.50.
Yeah, man. You're talking about big lots?
BIG. Yeah, BIG moving strong.
Market is up. Market's up to 314.30s. We're watching that. Zoomies ripped up too. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Like I said, we can listen to jazz. We can listen to lo-fi hip-hop. I'm going to put it on jazz until we make up our decision. Everybody can yell at me. Or no, it's not jazz. It's jazz.
AUPH looking good. I'm going to look for that one to bounce, man. This one's getting tanked right
Yeah,
out the gate.
It's getting weak, and it faded nicely yesterday. Like, I was kind of scared to trade AUPH yesterday, but it faded really nicely, and I made money on it.
Yeah.
Roku's right at the VWAP. It doesn't look bad.
Big time support that it broke at 1476. Gonna look for 1480s for an entry. Risk would be 15.
Yeah, I don't mind that. That one looks solid.
CRWD moving down pretty fast. Home kind of pulling up, but right back down.
Look at the fade on Roku, man. Caught it out. Was really thinking about shorting it right here, but just to be honest, it's a little bit too early. I like to wait about 5 minutes at least for the bell, after the bell, to trade, because stocks can get really swingy, really volatile the first 5 minutes, and I can get stopped out very easily. So I'm just gonna wait. DOCU just ripped down here. It's down under 75. See what happens there. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, for sure, man. Mark Cuban's a gangster, man. He's a gangster. Let's see. DOCU.
Interesting chart for me is CGC. We'll continue watching that one. It's small moving right now, but I like the daily. Seeing VIG hold there at the top, wanted to see it come back towards 2310 for a VWAP bounce play, but it's holding up there at 2350s.
Yeah, I just got to think about what my risk is going to be with some of these trades. DOCU is pulling back to the VWAP, considering it with a risk level of like 75.20. Set a reward target up there, or down there at 74. So risk level, entry, risk is 40 cents, reward target could be like here. So my reward target's like $1, or no, like 80 cents. And so that's 2 to 1, 80 cent reward target, 40 cent risk. We'll see if we can pull back there. AUPH is getting close to the VWAP, and it doesn't look bad. I think, though, I will say this, though, that lately confirmations have been working a lot better. A lot of the time, if I don't wait for a confirmation, stocks get squeezed up, pulling red to green moves, and I just get squeezed out of it at first. So I might wait for some confirmations before I decide to jump on anything this morning specifically. Appreciate the sub, Christopher. Welcome to the team, man. Appreciate the sub. We also had Taylor. It's Chico. What's up, guys? Appreciate the subscribes. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Click the bell. Turn on notifications. We go live every weekday morning for free on YouTube. Now that I'm done selling out, I'll get back to the market.
I like that push down in BIG. I want to see if I could get 2310s, would hold to 23. It pulled back so quickly, though. That's a big candle for it.
I'm bummed out about DOCU. I mean, I called that one out too, right here. Is where it faded. I probably wouldn't have called it, to be honest, if I'm being objective about it, but missed that one. Roku kind of looks like it's going to pull a red to green move and squeeze up.
All right, guys, looking for potential VWAP reject play in AMRN. Need that one to come back up towards 22.
Hey, thank you for the sub, Z. What's up, man? Appreciate it. Thank you for the subscribe, brother. Like I said, guys, hit that subscribe button. AUPH is up there, man. You thinking about that one?
No, held too much at the bottom. I do not like it when it holds at the bottom, guys. I like a quick pop back. One candle.
If it was a normal stock, I really wouldn't mind it, but the fact that it ripped up and went parabolic, and that if it does pull a red to green move, it can get halted and get really scary. For that reason, I'll probably avoid it today.
It's not that I don't like it. I just need to see it kind of... it's holding way too on the bottom side of the range. I like to see about 50% retracement, and we're not seeing that right now.
Yeah, here goes DOCU. If I scale in with like 50 shares, I should be fine, I think. Let me see.
All right.
Got it.
I like potential red to green move here in CGC. Gonna look to get it at 860s, 1860s.
What's the market doing? SPY sideways. Just be careful, team.
Looking for a pullback to 1860 for CGC. We'll risk off at 1855.
Yeah, I'm looking at DOCU, and if it gets up to 60, I'll consider shorting it, but it's just the spread's kind of nuts on it. I'll buy 20 shares, just to have some fun with it, see if we can get a drop. Just a big range. Hopefully it gets rejected here at 74.50. Just a little baby trade on here in DOCU.
Gonna keep an eye on Tesla for today. Feel like that one could have a rip. All right, trying to get this pullback entry here in CGC. It'd be for a red to green move, getting it up here at VWAP for a VWAP bounce play after the red to green. Have the order out there at 1860s to fill. Let's see if I get filled here, guys. I'll let you know. Don't want to extend myself. Want 1860s. If I don't get it, I'll let it go.
Was about to take a little bit of profits off of DOCU. We're gonna give it some time to drop here. Maybe I'm being a little greedy with it though. I think it's gonna bounce. I just need the spread to even clear out a little bit first. I'll hold the rest break even, so I'm okay with it, but Yeah, there's the bounce.
All right, guys. Look like CGC is not going to pull back towards my 60 entry. It's already ripped up there to 1869, but it's going to leave it out there for a second more. Just quick, it does it quick pullback here, but looking strong.
Yeah, I'm just caught in a huge spread on DOCU.
I'll look for a pullback. Hopefully, it trapped some longs.
I got off half of DOCU, and I'm just going to hold the rest for a little baby starter trade. See if we get a breakdown into the $0.50, and I'll hold on to the rest a little bit longer, but just a little quick, easy trade first thing in the morning. There we go. See if we get this breakdown here.
Okay, AUPH starting to get up there where it's getting interesting. It's slowing down volume, and that's why I'm liking it. So now you just got to be careful with a ramp up here at VWAP.
AUPH.
Starting to get to that point.
Yeah, just be careful, Austin, with AUPH. I mean, if you're, I'm assuming you probably can only go long, and if that one starts to squeeze up and break that previous high of the day, right there at like 15, it could like really squeeze up. So, but be careful because this one's going to be volatile. But yeah, we'll see.
All right, guys, really quickly, I'm in CGC here, guys, for VWAP bounce play. Need to hold towards 1855s. Anything below that, we'll get out.
Yeah, I'll throw you up. Yeah, I'm in DOCU. I'm probably about to get out the rest for a nice little $20 win first thing in the morning.
There you go. I like that. What we got is instant green there. Instant green.
All right.
Nice little buy off the bottom there.
Yeah, I just got out of DOCU for a little $20 win. Just a very small gain. First things first. Oh, you don't have your executing platform up, Mitch. Just heads up.
Ooh, yeah, reshare. Here, got you.
Yeah, no stress.
Boom.
There you go. All right. But yeah, I made a little bit of money. I'm out of DOCU. Made a quick little $20 bill on it. So we'll see what else we can find today. Oh, you're in CGC. You long?
Long.
Oh.
VWAP bounce play. It's a red to green.
It could. It could. I don't hate it.
Look at all this volume.
Yeah.
What I liked about it is also the reaction that it got right here. It like pushed up here, pulled back. I thought it was gonna get to 60. It got bought up really quickly, back up there to 69.
There goes AUPH.
Now pulled back, held the bottom here. Now I just gotta hold towards this low.
Yeah.
So one of the things I've been trying to do, guys, out the open is smaller share size, bigger range trade. Understand that the reason why you're taking smaller size is that there's more risk at the open. So if you can control that by limiting the share size and just taking your trades the way you want them and kind of going for a bigger reward, you're gonna be okay.
Yep. Yeah, see, AUPH is ripping up. We'll see if it can break this high and continue. It's kind of testing that previous high of the day. And like I said, if it breaks 15, it could squeeze up. We'll see. It's up to 15.10s now. Let's just see if it uses that previous support. But AUPH pulling a red to green there. DOCU, maybe I got out a little bit too early. I mean, I made my money on it with 20 shares, and so I can't be too upset because I only took 20 shares. But it's ripping down big here.
All right, guys, we'll look for big lots to pull back towards the 23.10s and hold that, come back above VWAP for the second time.
You can look at Roku maybe here. Yeah, I think the big level for AUPH is to see if it holds over 15, the whole dollar. See if it finds some support there. See if it pushes up.
Looks like some volume drove into that one.
Yeah, it's pulling back now. Like I said, 15, the whole dollar is a big psychological level, so like 15. And if this one starts to squeeze up, it could go up big. I think another big level that people might not notice with this one is the previous closing price, which is at, I can find it. It's right around previous close price. Looks like 1505 is right around the previous close price. So that may add some support to it if it can hold over 1505. If it can't, it could rip down too. So could go either way, I think. But I think if it can maintain over that level, it looks good.
All right, I'm liking the price action. It keeps rejecting to go underneath 60s. So if we get a rip out through the 65s here, I think we can get through this 1870. See if we can break out through this 1865 level.
Hey, green is good, Austin, man. Green is good, brother. So, you know.
One that I'm looking potential squeeze in is AMRN. That one retraced really quickly, guys. Looking very squeezes due to the 22. I would look for a pullback towards VWAP at 2190s if I was going to long this kind of chart.
Waiting for Roku here, maybe? Roku's got some resistance above it at 75. So my risk would be about 45 cents. Not
All right, guys. Feeling confident about this. Volume jumping in here now up there to 1867 there.
Yeah, that one looks good.
Gonna look to sell 200 at this rip here. Just take some profit off. Let the rest of it work here.
Nice, Steve. Congrats, brother. Uber ripping up Canna. Nice work, brother. Hey, sometimes being lucky is better than skill. And I'm not saying you don't have skill. I'm just saying, I know you said it was an error. It was an accident on your part. And I've been there, man. I've made profitable accidents before, too. So they happen, man.
Yeah, it's like you can't stress too much.
Right. You got to be a little lucky sometimes, man. So good work, brother. Happy for you, man. Roku's right up there. Like I said, I'm already up a little bit over $20 in one trade. I'm gonna look at Roku here. Just depends on where I want to set my risk for it and how many shares I really want to take. Let's see. Like I said, I could use 75 as a risk. So if I short here, yeah, I use 75 as a risk.
All right. I want to see if this can break 70 right here.
Yeah, AUPH is still battling that $15 level, so we'll see what happens there, but it's still kind of just consolidating back and forth. Until it can really break over that high, we'll see.
All right, guys, just going to sell a little bit there. It keeps holding the momentum at 1870s. I sold 200 there just to take some profit. Going to let the rest of this work. Look at that breakout.
Nice, bro.
Yeah. Just didn't want to let it reverse with me. There's no point in at least selling some shares.
Right, 100%.
Up near 10 cents.
Yeah, man. There's nothing wrong with protecting yourself in the trade, kind of getting your mind right a little bit. Because, like, I know sometimes I'll be in a trade and I'll be nervous, and then once I take profits, it's like I look at it a little bit more objectively speaking.
One of the things is I wanted to remember that what was my risk to reward in this trade. I got in here at 860. Risk was only 5 cents to 855s. So taking a 10-cent profit on a 5-cent risk is there's nothing wrong with that. That's a 2-to-1 win, and you can take that anytime.
All day, man.
Ooh, look at that pullback in BIG.
I don't even have BIG on my screen anymore. Let me see.
I like that. I was looking for a pullback towards 2310s. That would have been nice to get into.
Yep.
You could quickly sell into that pop.
I'm in Roku short. Just a little bit here. There we go. Let me go ahead and take profits quickly on this one too. Out 20. Made a little bit of money on that one. Gonna hold the rest. See if we get a much larger breakdown to the whole dollar of Roku. But like I said, I took profits. I could probably hold the rest break even if I really want to. Maybe use the whole dollar of 148 as my risk now. Here we go. Getting a nice little breakdown here. See if we can get down to the half dollar. There's 64s.
All right, big red candle on the 5-minute pullback there for BIG. You got to see 2304s hold.
There's 50s. Let's see if we get the breakdown here on Roku. It looks weak. 60.
Boom. Breaking out here, guys, on CGC. Now above 1877s here. Up about 17 cents on 300 shares. Gonna let this come to the next resistance, guys. Gotta pull up the 15-minute chart, pull up the next resistance, sell right before it. Yeah. Looking at 1880s.
I'm gonna get out here on Roku. I see a squeeze up happening, so I'm out. Not a bad little trade.
All right, guys. Just sold 200 more there at 79 there, guys. right there, right before 81s, right before the resistance break. So if it breaks out there and gets to 19, I'm okay with this, guys. But I'm gonna hold the rest of the shares break even. We're set a stop. We've already captured $53 in this trade off of 500 shares, so that's perfect 1-to-1 return. Let's let the rest of the 100 shares work for us and try to get us a big gain.
Nice work, bro. Honestly, I gotta say this though. I will say this, man. When you got in the trade, I was kind of like, yeah, it doesn't look bad. But really, I'm like, I don't like it. So I'll even say I was wrong with this one. Mitch was absolutely right with it. So nice trade, brother. I was sitting there, I was doubting a little bit when you first got in it, but hey, man, that beautiful little breakout. It was a triangle.
It wasn't really anything to do with the trade, guys. That was my view. My view was for it red to green. It was doing everything that it should have done there. So I just went with the trade. Yeah. And that's why it worked out, because I didn't overthink it. I just took the trade for what it was. And where did I get it, guys? On the pullback. The pullback needed to be that 1860 at the VWAP. You know how many traders probably got in this on that first spike right back up, 1867. They saw it drop to 1860, 1858s, and right there they sold out.
Yep.
And then their longs got caught. That's why you got to wait for pullbacks, guys. You got to try to have your measured pullbacks when you're longing into charts like this. This is one of my favorite kind of VWAP plays, VWAP bounce plays, which does a red to green VWAP bounce.
Yes, sir.
Because it's a rejection of our VWAP fade trade, turning into a bullish reversal, and then holding VWAP. Volume coming in and squeezing up.
Can you guys see, has it been on my screen the whole time? Maybe I forgot to transfer it. So you guys can see my screen. My bad. I think you were up. Look, I don't know if you were up or not, man. My bad if you weren't. Let me see.
I got no stress. I'll draw out the trade for them.
Yeah, there you go.
This is where I got in, guys.
Yeah, there's Mitch's trade. I'm still thinking about Roku here, but I might jump in with like a few more, a smaller share size.
Not a bad trade at all, guys. Gonna let the rest of that trade work.
Nice.
BIG, look at that one. I'm glad I called this one out today. I was looking for VWAP bounce plays in this one too. Beautiful VWAP bounce play there, guys. I hope someone got that one.
Yeah, man. I'll have to. I'm in right now. I'm in Roku here. I nailed a small trade on Roku, and I'm just kind of looking for a little breakdown here. But yeah, 2 trades so far, both green. No losing trades yet. We'll see what we can get with Roku here. I took a little bit of shares here just off of, there we go. There's the breakdown. That's what I was looking for. Just taking a little baby trade.
Need to see if AUPH is going to break below this 1471. Keep a close eye on it, guys. I know a lot of traders are watching that one. CGC still ripping. I'm just going to let that one keep working for us, guys.
Yeah, man.
We'll look to try to make near $100. If we can make $100 on the trade, we're going to take the rest of it off. So near that 19, that's where we would take profits. Another 20, 30 bucks. I'll take that. Tesla looking strong. I'll look for a pullback towards VWAP. See if buyers get in on the pullback.
Yeah, I gotta watch Tesla. Yeah, I'm holding like a few shares of Roku just in case it does break down big here. And if it goes against me, no stress. I'll just get out break even. But AUPH did get rejected right at that 15 level. So that's what I said. If it can hold over 15, it looks good. If it can't, it might just start trending sideways, which is kind of what what we're starting to see here. And so I would wait until it breaks out of this range before I traded it, unless you're specifically attacking that range too.
All right, guys, seeing a lot of strong stocks. This was my view at the open. I had a feeling that I'm playing more on the long side today. Just looking for trades. You guys see any good charts? You guys are seeing big, clean breakouts? Let me know.
Yeah. Tesla may be on a pullback. I think you mentioned that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one doesn't look bad.
Yeah, Tesla's looking super strong.
All right, I got out of Roku for a quick little trade about $40 on the day. We're gonna see if we can keep pushing.
All right, be careful with AUPH, guys. It's just one of those that you just have to be tight with. Just respect your limits.
Does Target own Toys R Us? There is no Toys R Us. Trust me, I know, man. Toys R Us was like the hypest place ever as a kid. Never went because they were ridiculously and unnecessarily expensive. But Toys R Us was the hypest place ever as a kid, and they just closed their stores, man. They went bankrupt, bro. They're over with. Toys R Us is no more. At least in my area.
Yeah, I don't like to tell you you're wrong in this one, but Michael actually got you in this one.
Wait, what?
They bought the rights.
Oh, man. Hey, Michael, you were
name.
right, bro. Hey, like I said, man, all I know is in my neighborhood, Toys R Us is now a Halloween
No, it's gone.
store. Yeah,
it's gone
with.
as a store itself. Yeah. So Target bought the kind of the rights to use the name and kind of the brand. So
Right.
they're gonna retry to brand this underneath their own thing and kind of just make it look like a good side of toys.
It's like I said, like toys specifically.
Ooh,
like,
look at the BIG, man. Sorry to interrupt, but
know,
look at that. Look at that. This is why I wanted this one at the pre-market. This is why I was looking at this one for VWAP bounce plays.
Yeah, man,
Look
that
at
one's
that.
ripping up. It's over 24, man. I think that's a big level.
That's a dollar move right there,
Yeah,
guys.
crazy.
I hope
spike.
somebody got that BIG VWAP bounce because it did
Honestly,
it twice.
Honestly, with Toys R Us though specifically, I think it's like I said earlier. You have to consider, like right now, especially with where we are in the market, it's about will Amazon kill this retail business? That's basically what's going on. Like, will online sales kill this retail brick and mortar store? And like Toys R Us specifically, you know, parents are just like, screw this. I'm just ordering everything off of Amazon. You know, I don't need to go to Toys R Us because I'm going to stay there forever. I'm going to get aggravated in Toys R Us, and so I'm not going. As a parent, I relate to that. And so with that said, Toys R Us is no more because nobody needs to go to Toys R Us anymore. And it's like I said earlier, you got to consider the convenience factor in that stuff. Looking at Roku, it's back up there again. I got out at the right time. We're going to wait and see if we can get a better move here. Toys R Us is back. You guys are wrong. Hey, maybe I am wrong. That's possible.
It happens.
Maybe
man.
I'm wrong, man. I don't know. Like I said, all I know is that Toys R Us went bankrupt and closed down in my area of Texas. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Could be wrong. Maybe it's still alive. I don't think long-term Toys R Us is going to succeed, and that's just my subjective, biased opinion.
All I know, guys, is that talking so much toys has me looking at Mattel.
Right, dude. I'm about to go buy me some Nerf, some Nerf toys. Man,
I like Mattel. I like Mattel.
Yeah.
It's a cyclical play here in the wintertime to play these toy players. So I'm looking right now at Mattel. Looks strong. Just got 70,000 on the buy. Potential to rip through 12.
Yeah, we should stop talking about toys. YouTube's gonna ban me. They're gonna be like, kids channel banned. Obviously kidding. YouTube wouldn't do that. But
ooh, 115,000 shares going through at 95 there for Mattel. Maybe we're onto something here, guys. Getting interesting here.
I didn't even look.
There's no volume. There's no volume on Mattel. As soon as we talked, someone threw 100,000 shares at it. Who's in the chat throwing 100,000 shares at it?
Get out of there, man. Get out of there. No, look at AUPH, though. AUPH is starting to rip up. It's starting to test those highs, and it looks very triangle-like right now for AUPH. So it's putting in higher lows, and the trend line is kind of consolidating closer and closer together for AUPH. So maybe we'll get a rip over the whole $1.15 over those previous highs, and we'll get a big squeeze up. I know I got out of Roku, and so luckily I got out before this squeeze up on Roku. We're also looking at Zoomies as well. But look at AUPH, man. It's up there. It's at 1490s.
Oh, I'm not touching that with a stick.
I'm not touching it either. It's just too volatile for me. There's too big of a chance that it gets halted. And like I said, it's just a little bit too risky for me.
I'll wait for one red day.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man.
I'll wait for a red day on the chart because it can very easily get back to that 1675.
All right, wait.
No, I did crack up about that whole someone throwing 100,000 shares when we're talking about toys.
Somebody asked me, is CLVS a good VWAP bounce? It depends. The previous bounce right around that $0.50 of 950 wasn't bad. I don't know if I like it anymore because If it moves down now, it's just kind of sideways, but we'll see. Hard to tell.
Yeah, so what I'll mention about that one is, okay, so understand, so with VWAP bounce plays, has a lot to do with not necessarily the drive of the stock, because what you're looking at is a daily chart. What you need to see is an insane amount of momentum push upwards, then a pullback. That's what we're looking for in a VWAP bounce play. And this is kind of more of a reversal play on a longer term chart. This is a reversal play from the breakdown of $11, where it broke down from 1220s, and it's trying to make its way back towards 11. So this is, if you actually look on it on a longer term chart, this is a reversal of a breakdown, not necessarily more of a VWAP bounce play, because what you're seeing in this is you're seeing momentum push up there towards 970, which is a resistance. So you can play it on the pullback, but where's the support on the chart? The support on the chart is going to be down towards the pre-market high, which is at 909. And from 935 to 909, we're talking about probably like a 20-cent risk there, 25-cent risk for a potential move back up. It's going to be about to the top 40 cents. So it's going to be up to you to determine if that risk and reward is worth it to you. I necessarily don't like kind of chasing these stocks. I like them on their first day. If you would have got this on the first day of momentum, yeah, I like that VWAP bounce play. But you got to just be careful and understanding how the strategy really sets up. It's really about what the support underneath it is going to be like.
Yep, exactly. It's about where your risk is. A lot of the time, like Mitch and I will talk about how if you have two levels that converge together, so say you got like the VWAP and the $0.50, right? So if it's at like 1050 and the VWAP's at like 1050, that's going to give it added support. Then the VWAP bounce, could be solid. But you want to wait for some type of move like that, right? And even if you look at CLVS, like if you look over there, where did it bounce? It bounced right around 950.
We can look at the one that actually VWAP bounced really big today, which is BIG, and where did it hold at? It held at 23, which was the big time support there. Whole dollar, also right. A support on the chart. Yep. So we got multiple supports there. That's the kind of chart you want to attack, because it had great news. It drove up right at the open, caught a lot of longs right at the open, pulled back towards a reasonable amount, which is at the support, holding support multiple times, and then getting back above support.
Right, for sure, 100%. Roku bounced it up. I'm gonna look at zoomies here. I might have to take you down so I can pull my big chart.
No, you're good, man. Okay. I'm at the point where I'm gonna just start looking for longer term plays here.
Yeah. All right, so looking at zoomies, and as zoomies moves up here, I mean, if zoomies can get back up to 33.98, I might consider it for a short position. Same thing with DOCU. I know I traded DOCU at the open this morning. But yeah, Austin, like I said, if you're at AUPH, man, it's still a little bit too early to tell. It just depends on where you want to set your risk at, but it's just been a really volatile stock the last few days. And so just be careful with it, man, because it could go either way. That's why I traded it yesterday on the short side a little bit. And it really doesn't look bad. Like, if you look at AUPH, you do have, like, a higher high here, or higher lows. And so you do have this kind of moving trend line that's going up. But, I'd be careful if it breaks down underneath this, which it might be doing right now. Like I said, they're still too early to tell. We'll see. But just be careful, man. Very, very volatile stock. Looking at zoomies. I might take a few shares of zoomies. I'm up $40 on the day. That's a good enough cushion to take some bigger swings, I think. So we're going to see what we can find. No, wait. That's Zoom. I want zoomies. There we go. How do I feel about Baba today? Haven't looked at it. Baba, beautiful fade. But I mean, of course, that's hindsight, but it faded nicely already. I'm going to get in with a few shares of zoomies just to start my position in case it really breaks down here, and then maybe add some more as it moves up closer to the VWAP with a risk level of like 3430s or so. And like I said, guys, hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every day. We've been going like crazy. I know we got a few new subscribers today, specifically Z Silla, Christopher, Taylor. So appreciate the love, guys. Appreciate the support. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And yeah, we do this live for free every day. We're not experts or gurus here, though. We just let you guys watch us trade for free. We're just a free resource and community. And yeah, hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Also, guys, if you want to check out the same scanners that Mitch and I are using, I'll post this link. Best scanners in the game, in my opinion, and you can get 15% off of Trade Ideas scanners by using the promo code BT15 at checkout. Really cool company. They allow me to stream these scans every day. So go check out Trade Ideas. There's the link in the chat. Like I said, you can use promo code BT15, get 15% off.
Watching a big pullback here in Tesla.
Add another 20 shares here to Zoomies.
Mattel breaking out there above $12, guys. Now $12.05.
Hey, appreciate the sub, Joe. Appreciate the sub, Speed of Light. Welcome to the team, guys. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. Like I said, guys, smash that subscribe button, team. Click the like button if you want to. Even if you don't like me, you don't want to miss the stream because I might lose, and you know that's going to make you happy. So hit the subscribe button regardless. All right, so we're going to see if we get a breakdown of Zoomies. I'm in 40 shares here. We're going to see if we get a breakdown specifically under this 3350 level. I think that's really the big level to watch here. If it's going to bounce anywhere, I think it's going to bounce at 3350. So we want to see a breakdown underneath that. Yeah, Baba just tanked here. Just big VWAP projection there.
Yeah, that's what got me worried here in Tesla, but I wanted to see it create a triple bottom here. It's created that triple bottom at 33.25s, but the spread is big. Got to be careful with this one.
Jorge says, can y'all talk more about inverse ETFs? Yeah, I mean, you got the TVIX, you got TVIX, you got UVXY. Those are inverse volatility ETFs. They essentially do what the opposite of the market does, but technically they are volatility ETFs. So a little bit different. Most of the time, they're just doing the opposite of what the market's doing, though. But yeah, inverse ETFs are just ETFs that do the opposite, and they're really good for traders that, for instance, want to be able to short, but they can't. They can only go long, and so you know what I mean. Like if you can only go long, but you're short biased in a stock, you can look for the inverse ETF of that underlying asset and then short it. You usually wouldn't be able to. Not really, Iron. You know. We kind of all have our own style, our own niche in trading, so we all trade a little bit differently, man. So, like I said, we're not, we don't give out stock picks because we're not experts or gurus here. We just kind of let people watch us trade. But yeah, we don't give out stock picks. You know what I mean? A lot of the time, we got people that want me to look at stuff or they want to call out their stock picks because they're trying to subtly promote their own content, and we're just not doing that, man. Like we're all, you know, every trader has their own style and niche, and you know, sometimes we win. Sometimes we lose, but it is what it is. Yeah.
Looking for a Tesla pullback here to probably like right below the low here, and I'm gonna want to see it get scooped up. It's doing a VWAP bounce play. That's what I'm looking for. The support below it is 335.80s. So right now it's a big move down. It's a dollar move down, pullback.
My man. Jordan Miller. Appreciate that, brother. Jordan says, just watched your answer to my VWAP question 3 times. Crazy how much you guys do for the community for free. I got the TradeNet package through you, but it still doesn't feel like enough. Hey, man, we appreciate the support, brother. That's the best thing that you can do to help us, man. It's just, you know, we appreciate the love, appreciate the support, bro. You know, like I said, Mitch and I tried to change the game. Everybody else is charging thousands of dollars for courses. We just try to give it all away for free, you know. And we do
At the end of the day, guys, what we're here is for the experience. This is the show.
All right.
You guys come in every day.
John and Mitch in the morning, you know. I'll play some jazz, get everybody mad at me real quick. But
all right, guys, looking like Tesla is not pulling back here, but we did get a small VWAP bounce play from that triple bottom there. Those are the kind of things that I also look for in a VWAP bounce is double bottoms, triple bottoms. Those give you signals of reversal. And those are the kind of things that you can look for in a VWAP bounce play.
Yeah, I wouldn't, but everybody's different. Yeah, I don't know, man. It may break down, may run up. I'm not sure, man. These two dudes are genuine. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it, man. What's your Instagram? I got an Instagram. I never really use it. You could join our Discord. You know, we got a few thousand people there. I'll post our Discord. You want to join our Discord? Here's the link. I can't, man. I can't, Michael. It's all I gotta play royalty-free music, brother. I can't do it, man. So everything you hear is royalty-free. I mean, Iron, bro. I mean, I'm not gonna say we don't promote trading classes. You know what I mean? Like we post referral links for other people, though. You know, we don't sell a course. You know.
Putting out their huge reversal candle there in Disney. Look at this. This candle's looking interesting for me. That's a huge reversal there off the bottom there. Yeah, I like this pullback here. It's at a long-term support of 147.50s. Long-term support there underneath it. Gonna look to see if it can rip here. Really get some investors back in Disney. I know Disney's birthday was, I think, yesterday or today. I forgot what day it is, but
honestly, I'm still rocking Disney Plus, man. I've been watching Brink. I've been watching The Luck of the Irish. I've been watching Smart House. You know, with or without my kids. You know, they got superhero movies. You know, I'm watching Disney Plus, man. I've been binge watching that.
I like the idea, man. Just let me know when you're done watching it so I can start shorting it.
Okay, for sure, 100%. Hey, you know, when I leave, you know, it's going down, man. That's all I'm saying. I put so much influence. I'm just an influencer, man.
He's stock and pumping that dump.
Yeah. I love being here at the Open every day. It's a nice vibe. Really appreciate you two guys. Amen. Hey, appreciate the love, brother. Appreciate the love, man. Yeah, like I said, Mitch and I came into this with the plans to change the game. You know, there's too many sleazy course salesmen out there. And, like, we promote courses, but we promote, like, TradeNet and Tefs, which they have a course, but it also comes with, for most people, once they get approved, it comes with the funded account, right? So you just get buying power and you can actually day trade with no PDT. And I think that makes it well worth it. But so, of course, we're not flawless over here, you know. Like, we do promote stuff, and we do make money from this channel. Don't get it twisted. But, you know, everything that we specifically put out there is free, you know.
All right, guys. I'm going to look to see if volume can come in here at 148 for Disney. 148 would be the spot.
Yeah, The Mandalorian is awesome. My daughter and watch that every Saturday when it comes out. Alright, I'm getting out I got out of half of my Zoomies trade. I'm still holding a little bit, but it's working. I think Disney Plus has Mighty Ducks. It's like $7 a month, though. I've been watching The Mandalorian, though. Gangster show, man. Love it so far. Little baby Yoda.
Someone just mentioned the Mighty Ducks.
Yes, sir, man. Oh, Emilio
That's
Estevez,
the
man.
movie.
Yeah. That's the life, man. That's the life. Mighty Ducks.
Knuckle puck time.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir, man. My childhood, bro. My daughter and I watched Brink the other day. I remember that one too. Cause like I said, I was a skateboarder. So like, even though I did not respect.
Guys, taking a shot here. Disney gonna risk off of the low here. It's gonna be 147.80s. That's my risk. $20 risk here. Looking for the potential to get back above VWAP here. Saw that strong candle. Gonna take a shot right here. See what happens here. 100 shares to limit the risk, because what you want to do in this kind of trade is I need to see momentum really come into it. Since I saw the spurt of momentum, I want to see momentum come right back in it, rip it right back above VWAP. That's going to show me confirmation. Then I can look for ads.
Yeah, I don't toot my horn that much, but no losing trades so far. I mean, they've been very quick trades, scalp trades, but lately I've been ridiculously accurate. I will say that. And so basically what I'm saying is like I'm the best trader in the world. And, you know, I'm about to put out my course.
Pretty
$2
much.
million. you know, $2 million, but it's guaranteed to make you $5 billion. And so, you know, buy it. You know, pure sarcasm. Don't yell at me, please. Pure sarcasm. Don't yell at me. I'll throw Mitch up. I was taking 20 shares, which is why I'm kind of making fun of myself. But yeah, I'll throw Mitch up now.
I was taking out the second mortgage, John.
Right. Hey, bro. I'm gonna flash my Lamborghini. You know, don't make me pull it out.
All right, guys. That's the reaction I wanted to see, guys. So regardless if the trade goes well for me now, I know I at least got a measured pullback, measurement of risk and reward that matches a good approach. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what we get.
Do you have to make 20 trades a day with TradeNet? I don't know if you're just kind of trying to hate, if you're being kind of desperate to hate, or if you're legitimately asking that question. If you are, no, you don't have to make 20 shares a day. Will I make $1,000 a day before 11 a.m.? You will make $5 billion before 11 a.m. Mountain time, you know?
Hey, what you got against the mountains, huh?
Dude, I love the mountains, man. I'm saying, look, listen, I lived in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario for like a year, man. It was beautiful in Canada. To all my Canadian brothers, you know. You's going to the store, eh? You know, my Canadian brothers out there, man. You know.
Canada.
Honestly, Canada's got some good food. Really nice people, though. Really nice people.
All right, guys, just got to pay attention to this Disney. Remember, 80s is the limit. Anything at 80 and we get out. We saw this huge low get created on this stock. It held it there at 76. We don't want it to get back below that 80. We want it to get that absorption right back up there. Give it a chance.
Hey, yeah, my man. My stepdad and I always got into this argument. We weren't like mad at each other, but it was a fun argument to have. He would tell me that y'all, because I'm from Louisiana, man. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He would tell me that y'all is improper, and I told him y'all is a contraction for you all. As a Canadian, you can't throw an S on you and make it plural. That's incorrect. You know, we got into it, man. We got into it. He's a good dude. No, I'm not part of the challenge, man. Listen, like I said, I'm not an expert or a guru. Commissions are just pretty cheap, and so I can take small share size. I'm up $50 on the day. I'm very happy with that, you know. But like I said, the channel's called Beginner Trading. We're not experts or gurus here.
Yeah, Steve's talking about the challenge, I think.
Oh. Yeah, the challenge. You want to be part of the challenge, you can. Here, I'll throw that link up too. Yeah, the challenge is dope, man. You can. It's completely free. Austin, AK, man, check out the challenge, bro. It's completely free if you haven't done it, and you got a chance to win a free account. And so I'll post the challenge link. Let me find it. Hold on. But yeah, the challenge, the way it works, the TradeNet challenge is the way it works is that TradeNet gives you a demo account to trade with for a week, for 5 trading days. And they give you, I think, $10,000 in buying power in that demo paper trading account. And if you can make $500 in net profit within those 5 days, you win a free TradeNet account. You win a free package. And there are some rules. Like, I think you have to trade 3 out of those 5 days. And I know there's a daily max loss of 100 and a total max loss of 300. But if you can make $500 in net profit while following those rules, you win a free package. And it's completely free to apply to and enter. And so in my opinion, I mean, it's worth a shot. You really don't have much to lose. If you've already bought a TradeNet account, though, you can't do it. But like I said, there's not really much to lose. You know, you might as well give it a try. You know what I mean? You might as well try. Right. You might as well try. And it's completely free. At the very least, you're going to get a free paper trading account for however long you're in it. You know?
All right, guys, just got to watch it right here.
Yeah, there's the link if you want to check that out.
78 goes through here. We're going to get a step out. Out. Not going to let it get down there.
Small loss, brother. Like I said, Mitch makes
100%.
Good risk reward, man. Good risk reward.
That's what it's about. At the end of the day.
I should speak French. The only thing I know in French is how to count to 10. Shout out to my
Not
fifth
gonna,
grade teacher. You know.
not ever gonna fight a big candle like this. So if we saw momentum and we played momentum, don't ever let momentum get past that point where you saw the spurt go from, because if you do, it could turn into the opposite momentum. And next thing you know, you're in a world of hurt, especially a stock like Disney.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen his video. Like I said, I've talked about it a lot. I'm not going to really touch on it. All I'll say is this: is that at the time he was promoting a competing platform that has now shut down for fraud, and so yeah.
And if you don't
for him
remember,
to say right, for him
he
to
had
say
to pull back all his statements.
yeah, he had to legally take back his comments and delete all of them, like legally speaking, because what he was saying wasn't true. And so he had to legally delete those, you know. And so that's all I'm really going to say about it. Like I said, he was promoting a competing platform that is no longer around, you know. And so, like I said, for him to say anything's a conflict of interest is extreme hypocrisy. And listen, I like Patrick. I like some of Patrick's videos. I'm not hating on Patrick. I think Patrick's been around a long time, and I genuinely like his videos. I just think he kind of found himself. I think Patrick's smart enough to know that promoting drama will help him grow faster, because any publicity is good publicity. And so Patrick's smart, man. He knows what he's doing, brother. And like I said, not hating on Patrick. I like Patrick. I like his videos. But in that way, you know, it is what it is.
Hey guys, I'm seeing a huge amount of volume in this ATVI. I saw 500,000 shares come in here at the bottom. This is definitely something I'm going to keep an eye on.
And yeah, also, if anybody wants to use our platform, you know, great way to help support our channel as well. And regardless of what anybody wants to say about it, the only thing that essentially matters with TradeNet and TAFs is whether they pay out, and I've heard they do. And so I think that's the only thing that ultimately matters. I think it's the cheapest way new traders can get started, you know, because new traders almost always are going to lose their first account. Most of the time, new traders will like save up a few thousand, deposit that into a conventional platform, and then let's be honest, most of them are going to lose that. And so with TAFs and TradeNet, it's an educational package, but it's just cheap. You know, it comes with a course, access to their chat room, and a demo account. But more importantly, you get to apply, and almost everybody's approved for the funded account. And for $400, you get 14,000 in buying power. There's no PDT rule. You can actually short stocks with pretty cheap commissions. And I think that bundle being less than $400 for new traders is extremely valuable, because it allows them to not risk thousands like most of the time they do. Risk less than $500, be able to day trade a live account, take a course, comes with their chat room, comes with the paper trading account. And again, I think that bundle just makes sense for new traders specifically. Of course, I'm biased in their regard because I post referral links for them. And so I make a commission if you sign up. And so, of course, I'm biased in their regard. So do your research. But again, objectively speaking, I think the bundle makes sense, you know. But I'll post that link if anybody wants to check that out as well.
Hey Larry, I have no problem with what you're kind of putting up there, but I need to take it down. I just don't want kind of YouTube to kind of hit us for something in our chat, so I'm gonna take that off. But I don't disagree with what you're putting up there. I just want to tell you before I remove it.
Tell me in Discord what he said. I missed it. Am I in Disney, John? AMD? No, I'm not in either one, brother. Yeah, just let me know in Discord.
All right, guys, seeing a good little breakout there in ATVI. ATVI, gonna watch this one. I saw 500,000 shares come in at the bottom there. Looks like it just got a good breakout there.
Chill out. I don't want to say AK because I call Austin AK. But chill out, guy in the chat talking about Zeal.
All right, looking for a pullback in VWAP here for ATVI. It might not even look back here, guys. With 500,000 shares that got put on at the bottom there, it might not look back, but then look for a pullback towards VWAP here.
But yeah, I mean, in the end, guys, like I said, Mitch and I, obviously, we promote our platform. I think every YouTuber that trades in the world has promoted their platform. And so I think people, I talked about it before, I think people are going to get mad anytime Mitch and I make money in any way. You know, most of that is due to their own insecurity, but it is what it is. And so, like I said, yeah, man, I mean, Mitch and I put everything out there for free. We got a lot of free content. Like, that's what we do here. And sure, we promote other products and stuff, but like everything on our end is free. Because we feel like traders need that, man, you know?
Yeah, definitely. It's hard enough.
Oh, it's super difficult.
World, let alone make it in this world, and then also give up a lot of your capital.
Oh, 100%. It's extremely difficult. It's like I tried to say, like I said, my friend Austin was in the chat earlier, old friend of mine, and the first thing I told him is that, look, most traders are going to lose. And I know every trader has that dream, man. I know they have that dream. They're like, I'm going to take this $1,000 and I'm going to turn it into $100,000. I'm going to buy myself a house and I'm going to prove my family that doubted me wrong. That's every trader's fantasy, right? But for most people, for the first year, you're going to lose money. You're just going to lose money. It takes a while to condition yourself the right way, to make the right decisions. And so for most people, a large majority of people, they're going to lose. Some are going to get lucky. Most are going to lose. And because it takes time. It's all about conditioning. You got to condition yourself to make the right decisions and to ignore certain emotions in trading. And it takes a while to condition yourself. It's like Pavlov and the dog, right? You got to condition yourself to make the right decisions over and over and over again. And that takes time, man. It just takes time. It's not something that people are going to pick up immediately. And it might be a buzzkill to say it. You know, it might be like, hey, bro, you know, you're probably going to lose money. And nobody wants to hear it. They really don't. But we tell people that because that's what they need to hear, you know.
I'm salivating over here, John. He got me like a dog.
Yeah, man. Pavlov and the dog, man. And like I'm saying, just to break down what I mean, Pavlov was a well-known psychologist that did experiments with dogs, and when he would ring a bell, he would give the dog food, and the dog would start to salivate. Right? Until eventually he removed the food from the equation. And every time he would ring the bell, the dog would naturally salivate. And so that's his conditioning experiment. In trading, it's like you got to make the right decisions. It's like every time this happens, I need to get out, regardless of what my emotions tell me. You do it over and over again. That's how you condition yourself to make the right decisions. All right, let me see. I might find something else to get into. I'm up 50 bucks on the day. No losing trades so far. Let's see what we can find. Yeah, you'll quickly find out. Everybody, listen, it's very difficult for traders to be like, hey, look, I'm going to lose money for a year. Do I want to do this? You know, do I want to do this? I know I'm going to lose money for a year. So what a lot of times traders have to kind of lie to themselves. You know, they say, oh, I'm going to make money. You know, yeah, you might make money in a few years, but for that first year and a half, man, you're probably going to be losing every time you trade. It's going to be disheartening. You're going to lose money. You're going to have to manage negative emotions. It's just going to be extremely difficult for you as a new trader. But hey, in the end, once you do learn, it'll be a lifelong skill that you'll have, right? You'll have that skill. And, you know, it'll be a way that you could potentially make money for the rest of your life. But that first year and a half, just like any type of trade or skill, it's going to take time to learn. It's going to take time to condition yourself. You know what I mean? And it's a very difficult process for sure. Alright, I'm still looking at zoomies. I don't know if I want it anymore. I like the risk level because it's got a lot of confirmations of this 3380 point. I think I have built up enough cushion though, to not have to be really concerned necessarily with taking some swings because of the cushion I've built on myself in the account is big enough. At this point, though, I'm really starting to question whether I should take bigger sizing earlier, considering how successful I've been the first hour of every day this week. And so we'll see. I'm looking at BIG as well for a possible VWAP bounce. I haven't taken any long positions today, though. It's been mostly short. I do like the fact that the pre-market high and the low right here and these opening range highs right there, they're converging around the same level. And so that should give it some added support that everybody else watching the stock sees. You give yourself a reward target maybe up here of 34.30 and then use this level as risk. It doesn't look terrible. What's that? 80, 15 cent risk. I might take a little bit for big lots. Just anticipating buying it on a pullback here. Let me see if I can get in with like 30 shares or so. And just try to make that work. Hey, appreciate the sub, Geezer. Welcome to the team, man. Appreciate it. Welcome, brother. Thank you, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been muted talking here, guys. I'm sorry about that.
You're good, man. It happens.
No, I want to apologize because I'm really trying to establish AUPH here. AUPH, guys, held the low on a 15-minute chart at 1441 really well. I'm seeing a downward trend line that could come to a spike here of somewhere in the 1510s, 1512s. Watch for that potential spike. Watch for the volume that goes in there. We're starting to get 1,000. We got about 4,000 shares there at 1490s. So that's what you can start seeing kind of hold. What I would like to see is a push above 15, a pullback to VWAP, holding VWAP, and then breaking out.
Yeah, I just kind of jump out a big. I think I might have gotten out a little bit too early, though. I lost $7, and so I'm keeping my loss very small, but that's my first loss in the day. Like I said, I think I might have gotten out too early. I think we might find some support here, and I just got scared out in a squeeze, so maybe I'll try to jump back in it. If I do, it's going to be small size. But, yeah, I'm back in it with 30 shares, and I'm going to use the $0.50 as my risk with 30 shares. Like, it's not terrible. It's a very small risk. And so we'll see if I add to it or what the deal is, but we'll take a swing here because we have some cushion now. Take another 30 on there. And with 60 shares now. See if we get that breakout over the whole dollar of 24 specifically is really what we're looking for now. Austin, man, try refreshing your browser, brother. Try refreshing the stream. You might be a little bit behind, bro. Link for what, man? Yeah, just message me on Facebook. I'll send it to you. Whichever link you want, man. All right, there we go. Getting a move up here. Like I said, we're looking for this move over 24. Are you in something, Mitch?
Just hanging out, man.
Okay.
Right now, just hanging out. It's kind of the in-between time for me. So my morning trades have stopped. I no longer will play now kind of quick VWAP bounce plays, kind of trying to play more momentum. There's AUPH with the spike, the 15 spike that I talked about. So now I need to see it pull back towards VWAP and hold VWAP.
Yes, sir.
If it comes back towards VWAP and hold VWAP, I can take a trade based on it risking towards 67, and then it seems reasonable. But you did get 134,000 shares to go in there on that spike.
I mean, SSNN, I definitely think it probably is worth it, especially if you're an intermediate trader. I think new traders, it's kind of so-so, but I think if you know what you're doing in trading, trade ideas can be extremely valuable. And so, but obviously, again, I'm biased because I post links for them, so of course I'm going to tell you that it's worth it. You know what I mean? But I genuinely think they're the best scanners in trading, and I think if you look at all the big traders, most of them are using trade ideas because trade ideas is the most dynamic ones, and they're, like I said, in my opinion, they're the best. You know, I could have partnered with any of them, and I chose trade ideas because they're legitimately the best, in my opinion.
I mean, it gives us the advantage that we can do right now. I'm not stressing whether I'm going to short, long, any stock right now. I'm
Yep.
trying to find the trades that I want to make and make those trades.
Yeah.
And my boy Joe still trying to get that A&S down though. All right, guys, paying attention to ATVI here. Want to see it hold $55 here. If it holds $55 here, we can probably snap it and try to get it back up there to 55.20s.
Yeah, Austin, if you're live in the chat, bro, you mean the link for our platform? If that's what you mean, I'll post that. I got you. Here.
Look at that spike there for AUPH. Looking for a quick pullback here towards the VWAP. I would definitely jump in there and try to get it to spike right back up.
Trade Ideas, Sid. Trade Ideas is just a scanner, man. So it's not an actual platform. It's just a scanner. So Trade Ideas are just these middle scanners right here that tell you what's moving, and you can build different scanners. But oh, for the challenge, I got you, Austin. Here, I'm gonna post the challenge link in the chat. I got you, man. Yeah, here you go. Let me find it. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, I got you here. Yeah, so if anybody wants to try out the Trade That Challenge, completely free, gives you a $10,000 paper trading account. See, you know, if you can make $500 with that in 5 trading days, you win a free package on TradeNet and TAFs. And so, you know, it's completely free to sign up for. There are some rules, so make sure you check out the rules. But there's the link if you want to check out the challenge.
All right, guys, just going to go ahead and put out an order here for a potential quick pullback here towards the VWAP and AUPH. Now that we've gotten above the long-term kind of trend line that I've been looking for, if you look at this on a 15-minute chart is how I want to trade AUPH now. I'm okay with it pulling back here. I'm looking for momentum to get back in here near VWAP. So it's 1483s, 1485s, can risk right underneath there towards the 70s.
Yep.
Looking for quick pullbacks towards the VWAP. We'll try to scalp this on the way back up. And later in the day, I try to scalp, guys.
Oh, here, let me throw you up. You're probably in with bigger size than me. Oh, no, you're not in anything.
I'm looking to get in. Order's just out.
Okay, no stress.
Just wanted to put it out there, the pricing and why I would want to get in this. Also keeping a close eye on CGC. CGC was the one that we got an early VWAP bounce in. It kept holding the lows here, guys. So I want to see it kind of make an attempt rip up.
All right, so we did get a rip here in a BIG, but it quickly rejected back below the whole dollar. And so I'm in with a very small share size, but here's another rip. We'll see if it actually holds above this 24 level. There we go. There's a nice little move. I'll take it. We got a quick rejection. Should have taken profits there. Let's see if it holds support, though.
Quick pullback here in ATVI to get in here. I would like to see VWAP, which is 5507s, if not 5505s. Let's see if I can get it. See a pullback here towards 5505, 5506, and then I'll look to hold that 55, risk 6 cents for a potential move back up towards 5520s. Here we go. It's pulling back here. Let me pull it up on the main chart here. Just went back there for a second, trying to get in here, 05s.
Oh, dude, I looked the other way. We got a pullback in BIG. I'm letting it work here. We got a lot of support underneath it, so I don't mind just kind of chilling here and letting it work. We'll see.
All right, just going to take it there. All right, guys, long ATVI. So this is the bottom I saw hold, guys. That's what I want to see hold now. So I see a bottom here, bottom here, bottom here. So we want to start seeing that bottom build up that momentum that we got here from the 500,000 shares that were put in near this 55 price point. We'd like to see it get above this 55.11 up to 55.15s. Up there at 55.20s, we'll sell some of it and then get rid of the rest of it if it breaks out.
Yeah, with big, I'm just trying to give it some time. There we go. I'm not in with a huge size, but I think if it could rip up towards that 24.50 level, I can make some money with it. But there we go. 6.
Oh my god.
There we go. Every time it gets up here, it gets rejected.
All right, guys. Honestly, just made one of the biggest mistakes I've probably made in my trading career.
What?
No. I was about to say I saw this canceled buy up here, and it was my canceled order. All right, I was kind of worried there that I accidentally got an ATVI or AUPH. I was like, hold on, I better not be an AUPH
Yeah, man.
because I'm not even looking at it right now.
Yeah, man, for sure. Roku. Dude, Roku just faked me out. I would have jumped in that one too.
This is my other trading order form, so that's what happened there.
I took half off of Big Lots. I'll add back to it if it pulls back to the whole dollar maybe, or if it pulls back to support. But I took half off just to protect myself in this way. If it goes against me, I can just get out for close to break even with it.
All right, guys. As soon as you see the spike through kind of 55.12s, I'll put out an order to sell 55.20s.
Why is your screen blurry? Hey, nice TD. I appreciate it, brother. Jordan. So you'll if you applied for the challenge, you should hear back with him like today or tomorrow. Hey, appreciate that, TD. If you use my link, thanks, brother. Appreciate the support, man. Why is your screen blurry? Just reset it. Just refresh it. Just click refresh. All right, so we're up to close to highs here for BIG. We're up to 24.11. This is a big level. I've scaled out of it enough already to like not be worried, to be honest, at all. I'm not really concerned with this at all because I've already taken profits and I'm completely break even so far on this stock itself today. Ooh, we did get a nice rip. There we go. We're getting a nice little push here.
Looking to sell some here in ATVI here. If it gets above 55.15s to 55.20s.
Beautiful move up. I'm just gonna get out there. Oh no, I'm not out. Wait, now I'm out. There we go. All right, up over 60 bucks on the day. No, I mean, I'm not down on any symbol today. Look at this P&L, guys. I gotta brag a little bit. Check this out. Look at that. Look at this today. I mean, it's baby trades, but I'll take them. You know, we're not experts here, but look at that. Beautiful. No losing symbols today. Let me reattach this. I'll take it. Yeah, AUPH, man. I just noticed AUPH is ripping up. So, especially like now, Austin, it's got a lot of support underneath it, bro. It's got a lot of support there at like 15. And so I think hopefully it starts to go, more in your direction, bro. It's also above the previous closing price, which is a huge support level as well. So you should be good, man. But who knows?
Yep.
Go ahead.
I like what you brought up there. Now we have what's called a multiple layered of support underneath it. That's what you want to see. So a couple levels underneath it where traders could be at or caught.
Yeah, each package is different, but that's basically correct. For the specifics on each package, just ask them. It's best to ask them and reach out to them. They're going to know a little bit more than I do about each specific package because there's lots of different ones. I have the Pro package, so I get like 240,000 in buying power. My split, I think, is 85-15, and so I get to keep 85% of my profits as well. And yeah, it's just a little bit more favorable for me, but it's also expensive. Like this one cost me $9,000, so it is what it is. But the base one, I think it's 70-30 split. There's a $700 max loss as well for the base package, so you can't lose over 700. Yeah, like I said, it kind of operates like a prop firm. And so with the base package, it's the intro package. It gives you 14,000 in buying power. There's no PDT rule, so you can day trade and short. Comes with a trading course, access to their chat room, and a demo account. And then there's also a 70-30 split, and then there's a $700 max loss. So like if you go under 13,300, they close you down. And if you make like $1,000 in net profit, they keep 300 of that. But again, I mean, they're giving you a ton of buying power for less than $400. And so best way I can describe it is that it operates like a prop firm. And technically it's an educational package that you're applying to. But I think almost everybody's approved, and I think if you're not approved, you can get a refund as well. But like I said, that stuff's best to reach out to them and ask them before you buy it. Hey, nice, Steve. Congrats today, brother. Happy for you, man. Good work, dude. Good work, man. Yeah, and like I said, of course I'm biased because I post referral links for them, and so I'm biased, just like every other YouTube trader that posts referral links. Of course, I'm biased. I think that the best, but do your research. I think they're objectively cheap relative to most other platforms for new traders. Yeah, we got like 30 subs today, guys. Appreciate the love. Hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, definitely, guys. Smash that like.
Yes, sir. We got, how many likes we got? We got 40 likes. Let's try to get up to 50, maybe 75 today. So hit that like button. Yeah, I never did the challenge either. By the time I bought my package, the challenge was already over with. Or it wasn't over with, but once you pay for a package and become a client of theirs, you can't do the challenge anymore. So by the time I found out about the challenge, it was too late. Yeah, it's once per month. You can do it once per month. We had a friend, Casey, that actually did one, and he got his in like 9 days. So I think it was like he put the request in on like the 10th and got his money on the 19th.
All right, guys, gonna see if this is gonna hold VWAP, guys. Not gonna let it go below VWAP again. It keeps building up here to break out through 55.15s. I'm trying to get 55.20s as first profit. We're gonna need to see a breakout from here. All right, got to be careful here now that it's coming back towards VWAP.
I buy the intro package to start, but I lost it. I mean, I think most traders are going to lose no matter where they go. And for me as a new trader,
all right,
I
guys,
lost that
got to be
account.
careful here, guys. About to step out. If this doesn't bounce back here at VWAP. There's all 6s. Low 5s will get me out.
Gotta stretch a little bit. Oh, man.
All right, guys, just got to be careful here. A down move from here will really kind of look negatively on the longer term chart. So I'm looking for a quick bounce, quick recovery here. Might have to step out. Here's 05s. Just got bought up. There you go. It's a good level. Saw the 05s just get bought up. Now we need to see it get through 55.15s on a rip up. Let's get volume confirmation here. A nice volume spike would be nice here. All right, guys, regardless how this trade goes, this is going to be it for me. Definitely, guys, check out TradeNet, guys. This is how we're able to do these trades. Today, only going long, but most of the time I'm able to short stocks, trade stocks like IPOs. IPOs are something that we've seen at least in the last year or two, always usually go down at the open, And the great thing about TradeNet is it lets you trade stocks like IPOs. Definitely check it out, guys. It gives you guys not only a funded account, but it gives you guys a real trading program, also a demo account for you guys to practice on the platform. It's a really good, quick platform. Definitely check it out. It gives you an advantage. And as you guys can see, let's see if this ATVI trade, we get a good bounce here.
Yeah, I'll probably close it down. I don't know. Part of me wants to just hang it up because I haven't had any losing positions aside from that one where I actually redeemed myself and got back in it and made it back. But really pretty P&L on the day, so I might hang it up after this too. We'll see. I've been very accurate. Yeah, I mean, I've been very accurate the first hour. So honestly, the last week has me seriously considering taking bigger sizing earlier because, like I said, this week has been great. The first hour of the day, I've been ridiculously accurate. Most of the time, I'm not having more than one losing trade within that first hour, and the rest are all green, and today is no exception. So I'll have to look back on the week and maybe make some decisions based off of that.
All right, guys, from this moment on, I've determined 55.06 is our out, so we're risking 2 cents on this trade. Let's go ahead and let's try to get it back above that 55.15, sell some into the 55.20s, and look for a breakout towards 55.35s and 55.45s.
Mitch's nickname is Mitch Guys Trader. Man, we always mess with Mitch about that. It's fine. I'll say I'm from Louisiana, so my filler word is I'll say, yeah, you're gonna go to the store, and then we're gonna go do this, That's me. Mitch is guys. I'm gonna go to the store, guys, and do this, guys. So we're all different, but everybody's got those filler words. Who's Nick, man?
Right. Need to see volume jump in here. There you go.
There you go.
There's the volume.
Looking good, man.
I mean, in my eyes, the real reason we're taking this trade, guys, is this volume back here. This volume created this spike, which gives us an ability to go ahead and give us what strategy can we trade when we see spikes over VWAP. We can trade the VWAP bounce play. We played it here. Now looking for a move to spike back up over here.
Yep. Looks good, man.
All right, guys, gonna put a limit order to sell here at 55.20s here. So looking to sell some as this breaks out here. Let's see if we can continue the momentum and push above 55.15s, hold it, get to 55.20s.
Yeah, I think it's Activision.
Yep. That game in life.
Yes, sir. No, I don't swing. We just have completely different trading styles. Like I said, I'm not really hating on anybody. But Ricky and I's trading style is just completely different. He likes to trade, from what I understand, he likes to trade like ETFs and stuff like that. I'm mostly, I don't usually trade ETFs unless the market is exceptionally volatile or anything.
Yeah, it's more of a commodities kind of guy.
Yeah, fundamental commodities.
Marker. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what most people don't understand about a lot of traders. So you might not know all that they know.
Right.
So just what we always say, guys, do your due diligence, do your research, find out what works for you.
Yeah, everybody's different.
What helps.
Yeah, everybody's different. Everybody has their own different trading styles and different patterns, different stocks, different ranges of stocks, different float sizes. Everybody has different everything. And that's why I'm saying, like I said, I've said this before earlier, but last week we had some guy that literally got mad at me because I didn't copy his trading style. Even though I have a profitable system, a clearly profitable system that I trade live every day. Last week we had a guy that actually got mad at me because I didn't give up my system and start trading his. And that's just not a reasonable expectation. Mitch and I think people come here and they try to give out picks, and giving out picks is fine. But I think a lot of the time they give out picks under the assumption that eventually they're going to be able to promote their own content. And like I said, I hate to break it to you guys, but if that's what you're doing, it ain't gonna work, man. We're gonna shut you down. You know, we're not gonna copy your strategies, and the reason we're not is because we have our own style, we have our own personality, our own niche, and we're just gonna stick with what works for us. And you know, part of trading is avoiding the know-it-alls that are desperate to have you trade like them. And in the end, it doesn't matter how you trade. If you can make it work, you can make it work. Something that I fail at, somebody else might do really well. And something that I do really well, somebody else might fail at. And so everybody has their own personality in trading, and you can't just copy other people's trades. It's never going to work. You know, you're going to end up being dependent on them, and that's where they get you, and you got to pay them money just to be able to get picks. And so best advice I can, you know, kind of put out there.
Yep. And one thing I always tell you guys, day trading is a game of speed. So alerts, unless you're getting it immediately into your trading account, it's not going to help.
Yeah, it's alerts are going to cause you to be dependent. And like I said, I think my least favorite sector of the market is the alert sector. It's the stock picks. We got hot stock picks. I'm going to give you picks. I'm going to give you alerts. You're going to be able to copy my trade and make all this money. That's the scummiest part of the trading world, the scummiest part. And like I said, you get a lot of people that come here.
But taking a little bit off there, as we're getting some momentum push, but I'm seeing a slowdown, only algorithmic volume coming in here. I'm going to take a little bit off of it, let the rest of the trade just work. This is why we try to scalp a little bit more in the afternoon time, because at this point, I'm not going to lose a single cent on this trade anymore. I want to keep my accuracy high for the day, take what I can get, and get on out.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of that's one of the hardest things in trading is just to take your profit and run. A lot of times, especially if you stare at a chart, you're going to be like, I'm just going to take one more trade and see what happens, you know? Draga says those mad guys are fun to watch, though. The more reason you feed them, the madder they get. Yeah, man. They just get upset. Like I said, most of the time, I'm probably done for now trading, but most of the time, this is what they're really doing. Like, most of the time, they'll come here and they'll try to subtly be my buddy. They'll be my buddy. They'll be my friend. You know, they want to be my friend and like do that under the impression that like, hey, this guy's got a big following. If I get in good with them, he'll help me promote my own content. And so they'll come in and they'll be my buddy. They'll be my friend. And then they start to kind of subtly try to promote their own content. And when I shut them down and I'm like, hey, I'm not going to copy your picks. I'm not going to do your strategy. Like, I'm not going to promote you as like a guy giving out stock picks. I'm just not going to do it. They get mad because they've invested all this time pretending to be my buddy, and then I didn't buy it. And so now they're basically wasted a bunch of time. And that's really what they get mad about. That's the main reason they get upset, is because they thought they might be able to kind of manipulate me into promoting their content. And then when I don't, they feel dumb. And so they get mad. And that appears as anger, you know, because they're just mad that I didn't buy it. And it is what it is. I've had a lot of people like that over the years with you know, our community here, and it's just something that I've grown to get used to. Still probably don't manage it the best, but yeah, it is what it is. Hey Pac, hey buddy, hey friend. Don't stress it, Austin, man. You're always going to sell too soon, brother. If you made money on it, it was a good trade, bro. Don't stress it, man. Hindsight's always 20/20, brother. So, you know, you're going to look back and be like, oh, I could have held longer, or I could have gotten out earlier, or however it may be. But just, you got to give yourself credit when you get a win. And if you made money on it, brother, you know, nice work. Common saying in trading is green is good, bro. Green is good. If you made money, you did the right thing, man.
I always try to mention, guys, judge yourself based on execution, not the total P&L. The more time that each day you start attaching P&L to the way you kind of trade, the longer time it's going to take for you to really become a profitable trader.
Yeah.
I can't stress this enough, guys, because if you stick to your emotions based only on the P&L, I can tell you right now, the emotions will eat you alive.
Right. 100%. And it's like a good way to look at it is just judge it off of cents per share. Like, you might look at my trades today, for instance, and be like, man, John, like, what are you doing? You're trading tiny. And that might be true, but I mean, I'm super happy with it. I had 5 trades today. 4 of them were successful. That is a 80% accuracy rate today, and I made money. And like I said, this week's been a very profitable week. I've made a few $100s this week, so I'll take it. You know, it's green is good. And judging yourself based off of P&L is, you know, like I said, it's not the way to. You want to judge yourself based off of how closely you followed your plan, so to speak.
Definitely.
And, you know, if you set a reward target, how close did you follow that reward target? If you set a
Where's
risk
your
level,
entry,
right?
Entry place, all those kind of things that we talk about, like risk management, all those kind of things go into the one word, which is the word execution.
Right.
So judge yourself based on that word. Don't judge yourself based on, hey guys, I need to tell you guys I made $500 today,
Right.
or hey guys, I need to tell you guys that I completely destroyed my account today because
Right.
I lost $1,000 and I was risking $1,000 even though I had $600 in my account. Those
Yeah.
are the things we don't want to hear, guys. What we want to hear is you guys taking a measured approach, a business-like approach. Understand this is a hard thing to do.
It's very
not
difficult.
easy.
Yeah, for sure.
And so the best way to approach it is to do the hard work. That's why we're here every single day, willing to help you guys figure out your system and look at us build on our system so that you guys can get to that next level in your trading.
Yeah, I mean, trading is extremely difficult, and it's one of those things where it's probably going to take years to learn, but one of the hardest parts to learn is just building a full trading plan,
Out.
right? Yeah,
Right there, guys.
green
Respect
is
the
good,
levels.
bro. Yeah, green is good, bro.
We're not gonna take a loss on this trade.
Right.
It should have broke out right here at 55.18s. It didn't break out. Flip down. Now you just can. If you wanted the reverse trade, you could, but I don't do that. I just let it go and get off the ticker.
Yep, 100%, man. Flora and Corey, where can I get my own trading system? I mean, you got to build it yourself, man. It depends. Like I said, I'll post this link. It's a class I have called the trading process, right? And it talks about the different aspects of trading. It talks about the different aspects of trading and like what you kind of have to go through as a new trader, like what your kind of journey is going to be as a new trader. And it talks about, first off, you know, you want to find your strategy, you want to find your patterns, you want to figure out how you're going to trade. Right, so you want to figure out how you're going to trade. Everybody's going to trade differently, so you want to find your strategy. And to do that, you want to paper trade. Right, you want to paper trade for a few weeks. Don't trade with real money. Do not trade with real money when you first get started. You will certainly lose that. Instead, trade with paper. Experiment, backtest, find out a strategy that you think is profitable, and then test that strategy.
Nope.
And it takes a long time to do it. It takes a long time to do it correctly. But you want to find your style, find your niche. There's a lot of good free content online on different strategies and patterns in day trading. There's lots of, not just with our channel, but all over YouTube. There's a lot of free content on there. So find your strategy. Once you have that strategy, that's when you're going to transition to real money. But you don't want to jump in with big share size. Instead, you want to jump in with tiny share size, like anywhere between like Mitch's example of like 1 share up to like 100 shares. Now, if you do 1 share, you're not going to be as emotional as you need to be really sometimes. And so I think 1 share is good if you're first getting started as well to judge execution. But I also think that you got to have a little bit of skin in the game to get started. And usually, depending on the range and the price of the stock, that's going to present itself with like 100 shares maybe, where it's like if you lose 20 cents a share, you're losing $20, it's still a significant loss. So trade with 100 shares, and then once you make some mistakes, which you inevitably will, build some rules around those mistakes. Like, what did I do wrong? How can I avoid that in the future? And have some solid rules, and then just trade with small share size for months until you condition yourself to make the right decisions. And then once you're actually profitable with those small share size, that's when you start to scale up and say, okay, I'm going to buy a few hundred shares now. I'm going to buy 300 shares. And you're going to slowly scale up that way, conditioning yourself to make the right decisions. One of the biggest things that I didn't mention there is you got to learn how to calculate risk reward and build a real trading plan before you get into a trade. Every single trade, before you get in there, you want to look at the chart and you want to determine where your risk or stop out level, where if the trade goes against you, where are you going to get out of that trade? right, have a cent amount if you're risking 10 cents or 15 cents. Then you want to calculate your reward target, again, based off of major support and resistance on the chart and the stock's chart. And so where you're going to get out of the trade, or take some profits at least when the stock goes in your direction, you genuinely want to have a smaller risk than your reward, so that if you lose, you're losing less than you win when you do win, if that makes sense. And you want to build that, again, before you get into the trade. After you get into the trade, that's when you're going to be the most subjective. You're going to be the most biased towards that stock going in a favorable direction for you. And so you build that before you get into the trade, and then when you include all of that and you do that long enough, then you'll start to hopefully see some consistency. But that's the process for a new trader in 5 minutes. That's the process. And that's what it takes, and it takes a long time. You're probably going to lose money. You're probably going to make a bunch of mistakes. When you do lose, build rules around those losses to avoid them in the future. And like, that's what it takes. Losing money is almost necessary in that regard, because you need to build rules. And if you don't lose money, you're not going to know what you need to avoid. And so you're just going to kind of go crazy. And that's not what you want. You want to take measured losses that teach you stuff, and then build rules around that.
100%. Couldn't have said it better myself, man.
Yeah, that's about as best as I can go deep into kind of the process of a new trader. I'm probably done for the day. Like I said, 5 trades today, 4 winning trades, 1 losing trade, 80% accuracy. Green day's good. I think almost every day this week was green except for 1, so a solid week. I'm going to go ahead and close it down. If you want to check out the same platform as us, like I said, we'll post this link. Great way to help support our channel. We do make a commission if you sign up through us, and it's one of the ways that new traders specifically can day trade and short stocks for very, very cheap. Like I said, the base package includes 14,000 in buying power once you are approved, and you do have to apply, and almost everybody's approved. But once you are approved, you get to day trade, no PDT rule. You can short stocks, get a lot of buying power, pretty cheap commissions as well. And so if you want to check that out, here's the link. You want to use the same scanners as us, I'll post this link here as well. Best scanners in trading, in my opinion. You can use the promo code BT15 at checkout, get 15% off. Legitimately good scanners, in my opinion. Hey, I appreciate it, Swing. Thank you, brother. You as well, man. I hope you become a millionaire too, brother. But yeah, y'all want to go check out our website? We got a great website that's got a lot of good free content on this website. And so if you want to check that out, here's the link for that. I'll show you guys a little run through of our website. Here's our site. We got a lot of good free content on there. You can check it out. We got day trading strategy breakdowns here, where we legitimately break down long patterns, short patterns. If you click one of these, we got different strategies we use, different breakdowns. We got day trading strategies. I think I just went over that. We got a free day trading course that shows a lot of different aspects of learning to trade, different strategies, different mental aspects of trading. And so really a cool part of our website as well. And then we have broker reviews if you want to look at the different no PDT. This focuses on mostly no PDT platforms. And so I'll post that link if you want to check out our website. Like I said, everything on there is completely free. And so I'll post that link here as well. But yeah, guys, good luck. We hope you have a good trading day for the rest of the day. We'll see you all tomorrow, same time as always. Good luck in the markets, team. And like I said, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We've been going pretty crazy the last few days. We've been growing an incredible amount the last few months. And so we appreciate all the love, team. And yeah, hit that subscribe button. Click the bell. Even if you don't like me, even if you hate me, I might lose, and so you want to make sure you subscribe, because you don't want to miss me losing. You'll be able to make fun of me if I do lose. And so hit that subscribe button, guys. Click the bell. Turn on notifications. There's no reason you shouldn't. Have a good day. One love, team. One love.
And definitely, guys, hit that subscribe. Hit that like. We'll see you guys next week. I hope you guys enjoyed the week. It was a great week for John and I. And we'll see you guys on Monday.
Yes, sir, guys. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. And, yeah, we'll see you all then. Later, team.